food to eat. Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me? I was seizing opportunity. They don't know what to do with me. I keep going hard like I'm in puberty. Rebellions in my blood, there ain't no ruling me. I'm coming for the top, this is a mutiny.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you boys are having a wonderful, beautiful day, boys. If all of you are having a wonderful, beautiful day. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome back. Let me fix the webcam real quick, and then we'll be good to go, boys. We got more 5V5 1v1s on deck. We got more duels to get into, boys. Also, if someone wants to hit me up on Discord about like what's a good professional mic comp, I know it's a lot to ask from you guys. I don't know how many of you might know anything about microphones or like streaming mics, but I'm really thinking of upgrading this little bitty thingy. It's the Yeti. I've been using it for a while. I feel like at this point, like, I don't know, dude, my streams, I feel like I don't like when I go. Okay, let me complain for like 2 seconds. When I do my videos, I can do so much with my voice. I'm just like perfect. It's like really easy to hear everything I'm saying. But compared to the Yeti itself, like before I would do all the audio editing, it just doesn't sound as good, or at least not as what I would want to hear myself. You know, like if I'm watching a stream, I want it to be bass, I want it to be crispness, and I just feel like this thing, to my taste, just not enough anymore at this point. So if someone wants to hit me up, let me know. But boys, how y'all doing? Welcome back to another stream. I hope all of you are having a motherfucking good one. Let me get the music back up and running, boys. I do like this song right here, dude. It's a slapper right here, dude. Slapper right here, man. Alrighty, boys. PTR duels. You know how it is. You know how we do. Let's not waste any more fun time. Get the duels up and running, but first, who do we got in chat? We got our boy AJ Graham, my man. We got us Smithwood Battles. We got us Evgeny. We got us Water, Richard, Joseph, Ark. How you doing, my man? Hope you enjoying the beta, Ark. We got Peck. We got Samuel. How you boys doing? Jordan. How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. Vision. How you doing, my guy? Hope all of y'all are having a good one. Don't PTR Premier Group. Y'all perfect, man. If y'all wanna advertise the fact that you got a group of PTR, you're more than welcome to use the chat for that. Alrighty, let's log on. Dude, I like this song a lot. I don't know what it is about it, dude. Could this be the theme song to the 5V5 1v1 duels or whatever, dude? Oh, it just flows so fucking well. My god, how y'all doing? Welcome back, welcome back. Use the Snowball, Dalaran. I heard Snowball is the same company as Blue Yeti. It's like Blue. The company is Blue. Snowball versus Yeti. I was thinking, I don't know, like, because maybe Yeti is fine, or maybe there's just some settings that gotta adjust. But I'm really thinking at this point, like, I feel like I need an upgrade in audio. I'm thinking get one of those things with the knobs, like the audio interface or whatever, because I feel like everybody else gets one, and there's a reason for these things. That's probably what gets the audio that good quality. Hey, Dalaran Greets from Greece, mate. How you doing? Vangos, hope you're having a good one. My man, we got 3 more on the Horde side. Let's go, boys. Have a group on a group fight on Horde side. Hell yeah, dude. EU, you guys are more than welcome to participate as well on PTR. It's not just NNA only thing. EU are more than welcome to play as well, boys. What's up, Jake? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, dude. Hope you're having a good one, boys. This Tuesday, let's hope, pray for that PTR or pre-patch announcement. You know what I mean? What do we got tomorrow? We got Sunday, Monday. I'm thinking do even more beta stuff, dude. I'm thinking we take a look at even more specs as well. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness, the UI is so tiny. All right, hit me up with a PM, man. PM me on PTR when you have a group ready to go. God, I hate Blizzard now. Why? What's happening? Rolling dead for these duels. Let's go, Jordan. Let's go, my man. You know what is actually hoping this week? You know what? I need to go and test out Covenant abilities. I need to test out Covenant abilities this week. I need to test them out, see how good they are, if they're good or if they're not, because they altered some of them a little bit in damage and stuff. I think Slaughter finally might not be buggy if you're Assassination, but I also need to see if it's any bit different for Assassination. Deadly Poison, like with a knife throw, just apply it, Deadly Poison, and throw a knife, see how hard it hits, and then put up Slaughter and see if that hits for any damage, because the last one was really buggy, so I need to adjust it as soon as we can. We're right down, your boys. Hit me up on Reality anytime. Remember, these duels today are happening on PTR, so if you guys want to add me on PTR for them fun duels, it's going to be Dalaran #1340. There's like, it's looking a little bit weird because it's very tiny, but Dalaran #1340 if you need to add me, boys. You know what I mean? Are you planning on maybe testing some private servers for fun? No, not really. Not really. I'm not against the idea of a private server, but there's no like. I'm already playing PTR, and I'm actually playing a lot on the beta. You know what I mean? There's a lot of testing I still need to do in terms of preparation for the next patch, because I'm going to be raiding, I'm going to be doing PvP, dude. You know what I mean? And I'm also trying to cover as many classes as I can. As many classes as I can. In terms of, like, class design, I decided that this beta cycle, I'm just going to really spotlight as many classes, as many different playstyles as possible. Because I felt like, well, Blizzard is going to be doing a lot of class changes this expansion. Like, I really want to make it my goal, like my mission. So that's what we decided to do for the day. That scope you got there, dude. I use the scope to scout out the duels, you know what I mean? Peeping on them duels, you know what I'm talking about? Peeping. Pre-patch on 29th? I'll be surprised if they said pre-patch on 29th, because then that's, what week is it? It's the 19th. That means it'll be a week warning before the 2-week thing. We're thinking it's on 6th, because usually Blizzard gives a 2-week warning. They didn't do anything on the 15th, so they have to be doing a 2-week warning on the 22nd, which means the pre-patch will be on October 6th. It'll be October 6th, it'll be week 1, week 2, week 3. So after, I guess, 3 weeks. I guess we'll do like story for stuff for pre-patch, then story 2, then story 3, and then lead us into the next expansion. I was really hoping we'd get a longer time with pre-patch, just because I'm tired of corruption, dude. I want to get rid of them ASAP. Look at that, dude. The 2 years next to the day. Yo, what's up? Such a kind of a man. The 2-year icon looking good for you, dude. By the way, I gotta change it. It looks kind of lame. Wait, what? That icon? Should have changed to something better? Okay. I'm gonna think of something. I'm gonna not do my face. I'll probably do like a rogue ability, right? Maybe like a golden. I'll probably take like a rogue ability of like maybe Sinister Strike or Slice and Dice, and I'll just make it a different colors or something. Like the ultimate ability, maybe a Drone Rush. I'll think of something, dude. I'll think of something. Yo, my man said you appreciate you, my guy, for the 2, dude. I feel like Outlays being down in common points in the beta. Being drowned in common points? Yeah, there's a lot of common points for Outlaw right now. Can't tell the Covenant is strong and weak for Warlock Destro. There's a lot of options. We don't know what's actually going to be really good or really not. Credit to my dad, credit to my mom, and here's my grandpa. I have no idea. Boys, do we have anybody making duels? Wait, do we actually have anybody putting duel groups together? I haven't got a PM. I mean, I'm fine chatting with you guys, but I haven't got a PM. Yesterday we had a lot of duels, Krager and all of them, but are we doing more duels today? Because that was the plan for the day. Raven, do you have a group? Needing 2? Shit, dude. Where are the EU boys at, dude? Where's Krager with his squad? Where's Atha? Because it is a PTR duel. It's not an NA duel. It's like an A and EU together. So anybody and everybody can play, man. Need some more on the Horde side. Why can't I fast forward this? What, the stream? Oh, I'm sorry, dude. The video? Nah, dude. I had talked to Susan. What's her name? Wachowski. Tell her, nah, dude. Is the one going to be good for Shadowlands? We're hoping. We're definitely hoping. What up, Atho? Group already? Fuck yeah, dude. We need another group, boys. Either Raven, we need 2 more for them, or another group that's ready. If you guys need to add me on PTR, Dalaran #1340 if you have a group on PTR and you're the lead. Feel free to add me on PTR. Dalaran #1340. How should I have a Demon Hunter Shadowlands? Is it a good option for me? So Demon Hunter, honestly, Guillermo, I have no interest to play Demon Hunter in Shadowlands. I feel like they're kind of boring personally. So I kind of written them off a little. I've been trying to keep up with Demon Hunter changes, like legendaries and stuff, but there hasn't been anything really new with them, though it made me want to like reconsider them. I'll be honest, I literally just was like, all right, so they basically play exactly the same. Nah. Nah. I don't know, it's just, but they also have a lot of issues too. Like, I don't know, I feel like everybody's gonna need a Demon Hunter, and I doubt that they're gonna be bad. Like, if you just want to play a fun class, it's fairly easy to get into. That'll be decent, maybe. Because I don't know how good Demon Hunters will be. I don't think they'll be bad. I think at most they'll be decent. Kind of like a top of the middle of the pack, maybe. Maybe top 6, 7? I don't really know. I don't think they're going to be number 1 DPS, though. Yeah, if that's what you're thinking of getting into, or if your guild needs a Demon Hunter and nobody else really wants to play, I think you would get yourself a dedicated spot. I mean, they still bring that debuff that's really, really strong for casters. Where it still sucks? I don't think so. I think it's the other way around. My PC keeps crashing, so I was stuck in load screen. I have to load rapid. Yeah, that sometimes happens. Change the name of the stream to WoW Battle for Azeroth patch 8.3 in the stream. Wait, what? Change the name of the stream. You have WoW Battle for Azeroth. That shouldn't be the name. Okay, well, I updated it. Tell me if the title changes, Danger, because it should be 5V5 1v1 DUELS, Duels in SHADOWLANDS, WoW Battle for Azeroth patch 8.3, because it's technically, I don't know, I guess technically I should change it to a SHADOWLANDS 9.0 PTR, but it doesn't seem to make a difference, so I just changed the title, because it doesn't seem like people give a damn. Okay, did the stream title update? Are we back? Are we good? Okay, re-updating. Click save. Are we good? I really want Veggie Demon Hunter to be viable. So as a tank, I think Demon Hunter tanks, I actually look at better. I'm not a tank main or Demon Hunter main, but I see a lot of them. Or I see quite a lot of them. I won't say the one tank that everybody's playing. I think is going to be Proud Pally, Blood DK. You see them fucking everywhere. But I see more Vengeance Demon Hunters than Proud Warriors. And Proud Warriors just to be really, really good. So, hopefully that at least will be, at least like stepping stones. You know what I mean? It's same. Oh, okay, it's good now, right? It's good. We're good now. We're back, right? Okay, so it does say 5V5. Chat, does it say 5V5 1v1 Duels in SHADOWLANDS right now? Actually, copy and paste the name of the stream, because I just changed it. I'm hoping it's good. Yes? Okay, well, yeah. Because they just said it has a weird different title, not what I made. But that's okay. That's okay. Alrighty. I need more boys for duels, boys. Need more boys for duels, boys. Okay. Champs. Can I get all the champs? No! Not the chairman of the Communist Party. BTR duels. Boys, if you can help make groups, that would be great. Also, we're missing Krager in that champs role. What the hell? Missing Krager in there, dude. Perfect. Okay, cool. We're good, boys. Thank you. Appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I wanted to switch WoW BFA part of the title to WoW SHADOWLANDS. Oh, he wanted to say switch the BFA to SHADOWLANDS. Well, it's technically not SHADOWLANDS yet. I mean, it's PTR pre-patch, but we're not in SHADOWLANDS yet, I guess, in a way. You know what I mean? Yeah, do you want to go make a group in PTR, by the way? We need more, dude. We need more groups in PTR. Does Mithran got a group? My PC update is... Time to get an update? You gotta get an whole new PC? Yo, upgrades feel good, dude. When you get a big old upgrade. Do you know when there will be new abilities for race in SHADOWLANDS? Will there be new allied races in SHADOWLANDS? No idea. Let's be in the title, more healthy stream. I'm gonna wait until it hits actual pre-patch, and then I'll start titling my streams SHADOWLANDS. Because right now it is technically, we are still in BFA 8.3. Yeah, I'm not like sweating it to be super exactly like 100% accurate on like exactly what we're doing, exactly where we are. Like even when I do like beta streams, I just say beta stream, and I'm pretty sure there it still says like BFA patch 8.3. Because that's, I don't know. I'm just not gonna fix what ain't broken, in my opinion. I get what you're saying, but I'll probably swap it once pre-patch is actually here on live, and then we'll be in Shadowlands, and then we can really forget about BFA. Notice you playing enhancement is viable in Shadowlands. I think it's going to be viable. I'm hoping it's going to be viable. It's definitely a lot of fun, and it's really, really cool. I feel like it's one of the specs that's very undertuned, though. So Blizzard has been nerfing things that are overpowered, but they also said they're going to be buffing things that are undertuned. I'm really hoping to buff up the enhancement a little bit, but otherwise it'll feel pretty good. So we got Atherman with the group. We need another one, boys. On PTR. That's awkward. Yo, Krager? Is he around? Is Krager AFK? I miss Krager, dude. I miss Krager. What do you think about tanks in Shadowlands? I played all of them. There's not a single tank I hate. Like, there's not a single tank playstyle I dislike. A join, but no, it suck. Yo, boys, we just need bodies for PTR, man. Just for funsies, you know what I mean? Need to show more on Horde side of PTR. There it is. There it is. The Warlock's either buffed or nerfed. I can't tell. I'd say buffed. Like, I feel like Affliction playstyle is so good now. It's actually very enjoyable. The changes I've done. I think Duster is more or less the same. It's not bad. And I think Demonology got some updates that make them a little bit more competitive because they've been a little bit clunky. I mean, pet AI class is always going to be pet AI class. Is it more on the Horde side? Oh shit, dude. Oh shit, dude. I'm the champion of Azeroth. Yes, you are, Mithrin. Yes, you are, my man. Hello, hello. What's up, Manuel? How you doing, my man? You think Frost DK will be viable? I'm hoping, dude. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. So far, I mean, the balance tuning numbers haven't been finalized, but in the current beta, it's like 1% stronger than dual wield, which is not that big of a deal. I think where dual wield is good at is single target, big obliterate damage. So you'll probably play like a cleave playstyle rather than an AoE playstyle. You want to prioritize obliterates rather than, you know, Frost Scythe. So it'll be pretty good for single target, hammering that single target damage, and cleaving with a focus on single target, where I think you'll still have good damage. I feel like dual wield will be really good though for cleaving multiple enemies because you don't have as much focus on obliterate and you can use other abilities. I don't play much as I used to, but your dual videos are pretty dope, bro. Thanks for the good work. What's up, Rachel Fight? How you doing, man? Yeah, dude. I love watching the duels, dude. I love hosting them. I just beat a 206 monk as a 119 outlaw. Wait, item level wise? Oh shit, dude, let's go. 206? What the hell? Are people getting better at gear? Is that Mythic Plus stuff? On damage. Let's go, dude. Yeah, I heard monks are really good in PvP, at least in the beta, or have like a build where they just make a bunch of pets. I guess that's what makes them really good. What if they make a two-hand frost for PvP only and a dual wield for PvE, big AoE damage? I hope they don't do that. I really like the two-hand for Frost. If they took away the two-hand capability for Frost in PvE, I wouldn't play Frost DK. Like, I love Obliterate everywhere, dude. I don't care where that's at. My main is a 450 Dastro. Let's go, dude. 450? That's like normal item level, right? How well does it do, though? I mean, I think the item level was more or less normalized on PTR anyway. Yo, Atho, could you do me a solid? Do we have Atho in chat? Do we have Atho in chat? Yo, dude. We are... I'm waiting for RTX 280 to be up, but all sold out. Chat, help me out. Do I do... Okay, Mithun says a message for you guys. Chat, help me. Do I do RTX 380 or ASUS 380? Oh, MIS RTX 380? That was MIS. MSI? MSI 380 or ASUS 380? Chat. MSI or ASUS? Anybody? Also, I think we're still looking for 2 more people on the Horde side PTR, by the way. Don't waste your money, bro. ASUS. That's what I heard. Oh, I have the wrong water bottle. That one's not as cold. This one's freezing cold. I go MSI over ASUS. I like MSI. Well, Mithrin, hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea. Don't rush into buying the Nvidia card. Dude, I mean, at 380? Dude, what is it? 380 Ti, I guess is the 390 now, right? They're gonna call it 390. That thing looks like a fucking beast. It's the first, it's not the first card that actually blows like 1080 Ti out of the water. Because 1080 Ti was a monster when they made it. Like, what were they thinking? Get 3 on the horde side? Shit, is it down to 3? Yikes, dude. We need more people for duels, boys. Doing them on PTR, by the way. Doing duels on PTR. I think I probably should have been given more of a forewarning earlier on PTR. We're still ready? I thought I got you, my man. MSI overheat quickly. The games those days don't need a lot of performance, but I mean, that if you want to get yourself like a graphics card that's literally future-proof, I feel like a 3080 would literally be future-proof. You would literally never have to buy another one. Doing PTR, my bad. All right, got pizza or tacos? Pizza or tacos? I'd go with taco, dude. I had pizza yesterday. I had pizza last night. Yeah, so boys, we're still looking for another group for 5v5 1v1s. If you guys want to join the PTR duels on the 5v5 1v1s, by the way, player versus player, premier group. Oh, everything involves conquest. I guess it's normal actually. Custom PvP, find the group type 5, enter, and you'll see yourself a 5v5 1v1 group. But hell, Outlaw actually just needs a +1, and you're good to go, dude. Those days, every gamer is fully upgraded and have the best FPS on them. Every game is fully upgraded. Well, it depends how if they're optimized or not. You know what I mean? Gigabyte in the last 20x gen have a very solid cards. Gigabyte? A buddy of mine like Gigabyte cards. To me, I never really found much of a reasoning between ASUS, MSI, or Gigabyte in terms of like which one I prefer. You know what I mean? I never really had a preference on that. So if Krager doesn't come, they won't come either. It seems. Rest in pieces, dude. Rest in pieces. Ping T-Rex, they have a 5 out of 5. Ping T-Rex, okay. Added. Hopefully we get something, dude. Pink? War Grand, you got a group? Wait, are you the same group as Atha? That'd be unfortunate that it's the same group as Atha. Alrighty, let's try it, dude. Let's try it. Hopefully it's not the same group as Atha, man. It's potato match. You got us as Pink, T-Rex, and Atha, man. Oh, we got a Q. Hopefully, yeah. Do we need to re-queue? LFG? Let me know if you need to re-queue, boys, for LFG or whatever. Oh my god, all the chat is so small. I'm not gonna be able to get used to this UI. This is PTR, yeah, this is PTR. It's usually more expensive, and in 1080, 1070, that inferior thermal solution than MSI or Gigabyte. Okay. Yeah, I'm not again one of those. MSI is what I use. I'm not one of those guys. Queue again. Gotcha. Actually, we're gonna re-queue. That'll probably take you guys out of the queues or whatever. Or maybe it'll just get everybody in the queue. Hold on, gotta go again, go again, hold on. We go again, Raven got 4, 5, wait, Raven got a group, alright, Raven, I'll keep you on standby. Much I ping T-Rex and Atho. Otherwise I get Atho and Raven maybe? Again? What the fuck? Atho! What's happening? Okay, I'll go again. Go again! Radeon. I'm not really well versed with Radeon cards at all, dude. At all. Yeah, I'm only been an Nvidia kind of guy. Not well versed with Radeon whatsoever. Look at the music, by the way. The Duels mix up and running, dude. Here we go, boys. Here we go, boys. Switch. We got ourselves Team 1 with Valinar. Ooh. I do love the Holy Paladin Hammer and the Retribution Paladin, by the way. It looks absolutely fantastic. We got ourselves a Valor Paladin. We got ourselves Shaq. He back. Call him Shaq. We got ourselves Gareth as Survival Hunter, Saris' Demonology, Shadow Build, and Wargred coming out with a bow, probably a Marksman Hunter. It looks like Wargred is a Marksman Hunter versus Team 2. We got ourselves Veronica as an Arms Warrior by the looks of it. We got ourselves Milord Pala over here as a Retribution, Athaman on that red. We got Arissa on that Unholy Death Knight, and Dalaran the team. Strength to Team Raw Strength. It looks like it's going to be Milord Pala first up for Team 2, Team 1. Who are they sending in? I think they're still trying to figure out who's going first. Who's going last? Milord Pala. Are you going to be playing Human, or did you decide to swap Human for the PTR? Because that doesn't look the worst over here. That's going to be Saras actually getting the gateway up and running. Playing the Shadow build Demonology. That means he's going to be playing with Succubus. That means extra Shadow Flame damage. Which means shadow damage and flame damage. Gonna be Milord going in for a little bit of a fear onto the pet turn evil. Using it to kind of get himself a breakaway onto Saras. Trying to make the damage happen. Wall coming up for Saras. As he's trying to get all the summons up and running. Vilefin coming in. He's gonna have the wall for the Execution Sentence as Milord Pala just trying to bust through the tough exterior that is Saras. Demon Tarn is gonna be coming now. Shield of Vengeance to follow from Milord. Does have the Shield of Vengeance breaking next to Saras. Although it's split amongst all the pets. Milord taking lots of damage though. Bubbles it as you see big damage out of the Tyrant. That's gonna be Saras porting the hell out of there. Milord still just heal himself. He's gonna go for an interrupt onto the trying to make that thing a little bit more useless. That's gonna be Saras second in the pet. There's gonna be big cooldowns for Saras as well as Milord Pala. Wings getting used, bubble getting used. There's actually huge cooldowns getting traded here. Milord just trying to see if he can capture himself some flash to heal. Saras looking to maybe close the gap here a bit. Does sneak in a couple more soul shards that he can get. Poppy's coming out right now. It looks like Milord is trying to get himself a stun up and running. No reflect available for Saras. Don't know if he was running reflect at all. Succubus CC does stop Milord Pala though. So Saras might be able to get some hand and go downs, get more imps. Is going to go for a gateway immediately. Hopefully those pets will actually be able to maybe run over eventually. Where did the imps go? Wait, where did the imps go? Is someone hand and go down? Does it not spawn imps? Do we not get to see the imps? I don't really know what's going on. I actually have no idea. But we haven't seen imps at all, or at least I haven't. So maybe they're just getting sacrificed. Maybe someone imps and then immediately used implosion. I mean, I guess it could be a playstyle. Gonna be some Bosco bombers on the side. Milord Pala actually taking a bit of a hammer from these things, but he's just gonna keep those flashlights rolling, just kind of trying to take it easy. And I think Milord Pala is going to wait until the big crusade. Try to get a turn evil into the pet. Missing that stun. Saras getting a couple free. Shadow Bolton is going to be able to get even more demon doggos in there. Pulling the Succubus back for a second. Milord Pala going to take a bit of damage from the demon doggos. Not too much. But it's going to give Saras a little bit of actually a play style to get himself all the procs needed in order to get the soul shards necessary. Milord Pala tried to see if he can maybe close the gap, swap it to wrong person. Turn evil onto the Succubus does not happen with a Mortal Coil. As Saras is going to summon even more pests. Milord Pala does not go for turn evil. Shield of Vengeance available. Going to be a stun with Tyrant to follow. Bomb coming up from Milord Pala. That Tyrant is still busted through the Shield of Vengeance. Every time he gets a cast, at least one of them gets to get all the damage out. Got to keep Milord Pala out in the open. The Tyrant is actually getting quite a bit of damage in. One more cast in. Milord Pala does not let his side. He's actually just going to blast it out in the open. Not the best position to be in. Trying to get some flashlights up and running. Saras does have a bit of an advantage, I'd say here. Is going to get a slow into Milord Pala. Hand of freedom to follow for the Paladin. Trying to see if he wants to maybe go behind the pillar. Maybe fight Saras. Trying to figure it out. And by the time he tried to figure it out, there's going to be a Succubus you see through the wall. How does that even happen? Shadow Fury around that corner. As Saras, I guess, is not going to push in. I'm not really sure what he's trying to do with that stun. But that was some freebie damage for the Demon Warlock. That's going to be a little bit of the Mortal Coil. Does not really push up on top of Milord Pala. Instead, going to summon a Vile Fiend. Let that thing kind of roam around. Bosco Bombers on one side, Vile Fiend on the other. Milord is actually under quite a bit of pressure, but I guess he's going to be waiting for wings back up. It's going to be about 47 more seconds. Now, notice the Milord is playing the Paladin very much like, I have wings, I'm going in. I don't have wings, I'm not going in. Seraphim available, might actually be able to get some damage to Saras, but looks like his sustain is just not that good. Does have Seraphim, does have some damage ready. There's going to be a stun onto that Succubus for a little bit, as Saras should be able to get himself some hand and go downs. And that's going to be a big execute status. He does choose to wall it. I don't really know if he actually had to wall it. I understand it's a big hit right now, but if the Paladin does not really commit the most of the damage for that ability, I don't really know if it's worth popping the big defensive. Milord getting hit with a Succubus. Saras doesn't really push in aggressively. He's taking his sweet time trying to figure out how to deal with Milord Pala. Then it's going to be Fear, turn evil onto the Succubus. Milord taking a bit of damage from those pets. But his dampening hasn't rolled in yet. It looks like he's going to be able to get himself healed up and full and still waiting. So both of these guys are playing extra safe, extra careful. Saras does not want to push up. He just like casts a spell, he'll cast a stun around the corner, he won't push up. He'll run the other direction completely. But sometimes I feel like he maybe should just commit some damage. Here goes some damage from Milord Pala, trying to commit. That's going to be Shield of Vengeance, most likely going to be a stun onto Milord. Saris needs to make the big Tyrant play right here, especially if Milord is going to stay out in the open, is going to bait him out there. Tyrant coming out is going to get interrupted on Shadow. The Tyrant is still going to do a lot of damage. Bubble back up from Milord Pala, trying to get a Shield of Vengeance to do big damage. Going to be a port for Saris, trying to take away the Secret Sentence away with him. Milord Pala taking a lot of damage out in the open. Does he go and interrupt on the Tyrant? He does not. Stun around the corner onto Milord Pala. Still get a clap by the Tyrant, sitting about less than half health. Another set of wings available, so should be able to get himself a bit of heal or maybe a bit of damage. Saris used to force out the bubble as the time has lasted long enough that Milord has a bubble back up. Summon Succubus, and that's going to be Vile Fiend to follow for Saris. Does have the pet. Does he have extra pets available? Is going to get Hand of Gul'dan. Hodge coming out by Milord. At least he's going to get the Vile Fiend over there. Maybe getting aggressive. The Imps are not doing exactly the same thing as a Vile Fiend though. So Saris is gonna just have to push up. Does get a Mortal Coil onto Milord, but he does kind of kite him away. We are going to be hitting that 6-minute dampening, as these two have been playing it extra carefully. Like literally, Saris just doesn't want to push up at all. I think at some points he just might need to get on top of Milord Pala and just start casting, and just have himself a backup like he did there with the gateway. But he's just gonna kind of hang around the middle. He's gonna take the gateway back. Milord is out in the open. Executor sets available for Saris. Doesn't have a trinket for the stun. Milord Pala tried to turn evil, tried to deny any kind of CC by the pet. Executor Sentence does slam down, but not doing the most amount of damage. As Saris tried to see if he can summon himself a whole nother pet, actually. So he's going to be swapping out of the Succubus into a pet stun. Vile Fiend available. And actually, Milord doesn't have any more defense. Actually, no, Milord still held on to the bubble. I didn't even realize, but that's going to be Shield of Vengeance. Still has a bubble if needed. Saris does get himself a gateway, which is on a fairly short cooldown, so he can use it quite often. Does have Tyrant, while available very, very soon. Milord does have wings available. Hodge onto Saris. Is there no pet stun? No pet stun available. Might need to go for a Mortal Coil, Fear, anything that else is available. Try to use Crucible Flame to heal himself up a little bit. Barely any health, and Milord does get to slay him down. Taking him down with a big old temporal. It felt like you actually had Milord on the thin ice for a short amount of time. But then it's just like, I feel like there was just a moment where you could have just pushed in and alled in them, and you could have just held back maybe even a little. It's just the pets do so much damage. Big Sniper Shot coming on to Milord Pala with Wargren rapid firing at him. Lots of gem on Maximum Hunter, trying to line aside him immediately. Trap on one side, trap on the other. Which way is Milord gonna go? He's either gonna eat one of those traps. As Wargren is trying to push in, there's gonna be Milord going around the trap. Wargren get him out in the open for a second, but he goes behind another tombstone yet again. Now, which one of the... Okay, Wargren is number 5. Milord getting that Hodge. Does he have the damage? I don't think he does. It doesn't look like he's going for the setup. Does get himself Seraphim. It looks like Milord is playing a tank trinket, actually, where he goes all stone form like this. Wargren does go for the Turtle Shell Seed, the Executive Sentence. I think the Executive Sentence might have actually still hit you a little into a scatter shot into Milord Pala, trying to set up another sniper shot. Freeze trap to follow as the Shield of Vengeance comes up. Does Wargren have the big damage with the aim shot? He does do aim shot damage, but he doesn't really go for like the double tap aim shot. Rapid fire to follow right after. Milord trying to see if he can get the hell out of there. Does have 100 marks on him. That's going to be some flash of lights. Wargren doesn't look like he's going to be pushing up. Actually, just going to take the time, since he is going to be out of combat, to get himself into a camo and see if he might be able to reset. Need 2 more for group? Yeah, you guys are more than welcome to keep advertising in chat if you guys got more people. If you need more people for your groups, by the way, feel free, boys. Feel free. God, please play and stop hide. Big rapid fire coming out for Milord Pala, or onto Milord Pala. He's waiting for Wargren to push in. Hodge coming out with wings available, trying to make the most amount of damage happen here. Big Execution Sentence available for Wargren. Does go for a feign death, removing the Execution Sentence. Scatter shot onto Milord Pala as he's approaching. Bubbles it. That's going to be a bike send into the bubble. Very unfortunate. Wargren, does he have anything else left? He does have himself a defensive, but Pala does play the slow game and does end up taking him out over time. Next up is going to be a Hunter. Gareth dropping down grenades, getting the eagles flying onto Milord Pala. Milord looking to retreat back behind the turnover cart. Yeah, somebody mentioned in the chat, this guy is playing defensive as hell. I know, right? Super defensive as hell, dude. He just lines aside until wings are up and then comes in with full cooldowns. Like, you just have to push up at that point. Freezing trap onto Milord Pala, as Gareth trying to make a bit of breakaway, trying to recover health with many bandages. We are at 39%. 29% dampen. I can't read. So might be able to get some less self-heals going on out of Milord Pala. As his whole team, man, they've been waiting to play. Garrett taking his time going around the outside of the pillar, not really pushing at Milord. Hand of freedom away from Milord, does get a hit, but the stun's going to be tricky coming out. Oh, human racial, I guess. Does get a big execute sentence onto Gareth, stunning the Hunter right now. Is that going to be all the damage into Gareth? I think he might be done at the end of the stun. Barely any health left. Does get a turtle in the last second with acceleration, dropping a trap under Milord Pala's feet. And looks like he might actually go for a bit of a reset himself, actually. His health is kind of low. Pala does go for a flash heal immediately. And I think that might have actually been a word of glory. He actually heals a ton. He actually heals a little too much for 38% dampening. It's almost like he actually has no healing reduction at all. Does he? Did he figure something out, maybe? This is some kind of a weird play? I want to say kind of doubt it, but that's a ton of healing. Holy crap. Garrett does get himself dots up and running onto Milord Pala, but he's going to dip behind the pillar. I think that's where Garrett just needs to push it and just... Actually, does Garrett even have cooldowns? He has some CDs, but not really cooldowns. That's going to be some damage for Milord Pala, even going for a bit of cleave with the pet, I guess. And there's going to be a freezing trap to stop him. Does get an execute sentence onto Gareth. Maybe a feign death might help you? Feign death does... What? Where's your health? Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a minute. What was that execution sentence? That basically took out all your health but 1%. I don't even understand. I actually don't even understand. What? Oh my goodness, 1 HP, literally. Was that maybe a weird interaction with Feign Death? I think that might have been a weird interaction with Feign Death. I think you're supposed to have Feign Death as the ability slams on you, but... Monka, dude. Monka S is what I'd call it. There's gonna be Shaq up next, gets a stun into Lord Pallet, at least get some dots up and running. But Lord Pallet is gonna go for a bit of a reset here defensively. Wait, nah, that's quite a lot of dot damage sitting on him though, 43% dampening. And I believe he actually can deal with Devouring Plague, since that is technically a disease. Shaq is gonna get more dots up and running, try to get a Mind Blast in. But looks like Lord Pallet is just gonna try to wait it out as best as he can. Shaq getting hit with the stun is gonna trick it out of it. But Lord Pallet got some wing damage rolling up. Is Shaq gonna go for a defensive? Trying to get a fear maybe? Execute sentence dropping down onto the priest. Does get a silence onto the Pallet. Big damage from the execute sentence. Shaq might need to go for disperse. Does go for disperse. Not as high dampening as you not as much healing as he's gonna get with this high dampening is what I was trying to say. Big damage with a Void Bolt though. Lord Pallet trying to see if he can line behind the pillar. Needs to be dealing with DPs as best as he can. Shaq should be pushing up, should be making the DPs work here. Anything available here? Hodge, and actually Milord does take him out. It's almost like there's inconsistent bursts with Lord Pallet. Sometimes I feel like, it looks like he got no damage. And then sometimes it's like, wait, he actually got all the damage in the world. I don't understand what's going on. Trying to see if he can juke past Valinar with a mount. But I think it's going to be done and done from Lord Pallet. Does actually have a bubble. He could bubble this in the last second. Shield event is available with Pallet. This is going to be a bubble available from Milord. And Valinar goes for bubble himself. Both Pallets are at a standstill. Having to go for flash heal. Milord is going to be behind on himself. Valinar got himself quite a bit of damage available though. Milord Pallet needs himself some sort of CC chain or something. Execute sentence coming down. He needs to find out what to deal with this. Maybe a big heal available. You might need it right now. Big damage for Valinar taking down Milord Pallet. As the first person on Team 2 that actually went down. I don't even understand. He made it such a drawn out, long game. But it's just like, I don't even know, dude. It's so weird. And Orisa just decapitates Valinar out of here. Milord Pallet has such a slow... Again, I just couldn't tell when he's actually going to do damage, when he's not going to do damage. It felt super inconsistent. I was just going to go in and... Okay, maybe he got nothing. So as he goes in, I'm like, well, he doesn't look like he has wings. Pow! Just shots people. I don't understand. I don't understand. Just unpredictable amounts of damage with Paladin. I actually, like, with Paladins, you can just see all the light effects every single time. And I'm seeing the light effects. Oh, Seraphim. Oh, he got wings. Maybe he'll have something. Okay, not much damage. Okay, this time he's going back in. Doesn't look like he has a lot of things going on. And half the dude's health just gone. It makes no sense. His heals are very dumb. I'm pretty sure he ran a tank trinket to give him a little bit of absorb. But we'll have to wait and see. Alright, boys, let's get another one going, yeah? Let's get another one up and running, dude. That was a long game. I really do think that, and maybe I'm just not well versed at Warlocks, but I feel like Sarah's had herself a good setup. I once crit someone with 23k with executed sentence. That's literally all my health, Atha. That seems like a big number. DK smacked because he had no cooldown, no shield, no bubble, no wings. Yeah, I guess so. But also Unholy DK does seem to have a lot of burst damage. What is to record? Shadowplay. It comes with Nvidia cards. Dang, Lord going strong. DK just back it. Yeah, dude. 5 out of 5 for Ping T-Rex. Yo, Raven, do you have a group? Does Raven have a 5, boys? Are we good, Raven? Are we back? Does that get you versus Atha? Because most of Atha's team didn't even get to play. It was literally my Lord playing the whole time. The Lord. This verse should be updated? In what way? How are sub rogues after the nerf? I made a video on that. I think they could be fine. We got 3. Horde is not killing. Oh, we had 5. Damn, dude. Dang. I'm always wondering, how is it to be a streamer? Are you guys enjoying this job, Dalaran? I don't think I'd be doing this if I didn't enjoy this. Yeah, I probably wouldn't be doing this if I didn't enjoy it. I think when it comes to like YouTube and streaming, I feel like because it has always such a like really, ask anybody, it has a very, very slow start. Like if you, like I wouldn't really say like some people say like you could go 3 or 5 if we can. I look for more people, man. I look for more people. What is a sub nerf? So the nerf the legendary, the Akari Soul Fragment, where you have Shadow Strikes and cheap shots and Shadow Strikes make a second Shadow Strike happen 2 seconds later. What the problem with that legendary was, is it was doing a lot of damage, like 100% of the damage. And it generated common points, so they half the damage of that Lego. So Shadow Strikes and cheap shots will still give it a free Shadow Strike or cheap shot afterwards, but they no longer generate common points. So it's still a lot of damage. But yeah. What can I search to find out about Subrogue nerf? A Wowhead. I was getting 34.5 executed sentence on my Paladin. That seems like a lot. Hey Dal, do you know Glacial Advanced Frauds you can still play with Rice? I wonder if they'll turn out. Yeah, I was wondering maybe if there could be a build. Alrighty. Let's get Pink T-Rex and Athamin again against one another. We'll see if Raven can get himself more Hordy boys in here. But we'll probably have Atham maybe like not start with Milord Pala. Let someone else play a little bit before the rest of the team gets to play, you know what I mean? Doing a great job, enjoyed a one-shot stream. Yo, great, happy to hear that, Alcohol. Glad you enjoyed, my man. How do you get the legendary if you don't mind answering? So there'll be recipes that'll drop from bosses, or you'll buy from vendors, PvP or PvE vendors and whatever. Maybe even reputation vendors, certain ones. So I think the best ones are going to be off of bosses, either in dungeons or raids. Specific bosses, so you can just farm those bosses until you get the recipe. And then you get the token for like a chest piece. It would be like an empty piece of gear with no stats. It'll be like a legendary token for chest. And then you have 2 scrolls with which secondary stats you want. You bring it to the rune carver in Torghast. You have the recipe. You have the token, you have which secondary stats. He makes that legendary for that specific item. Certain legendaries can go on like helmets and chests. One can go on shoulders and bracers, so you can like at least figure out which stuff you want. You figure out which recipe, which legendary you want, which token you want it on, which secondary stats, he makes it. And there it is. No RNG in terms of stats or anything. It's great. It's actually pretty good. Alrighty, boys. Switch. Looks like Veronica going to be first up on Team 2. Normally it would be Team Blue. But yeah, if you guys want to hang out somewhere, if you want to hang like, yeah, like over here-ish or on the stairs, that'd be fine. But it looks like Veronica, the arms warrior, is going to be first. Wait, is this Catrican? Hold on. Is this your boy Cat? Is this your boy Catrican? Is this your boy Catrican with his alter ego of Veronica? I feel like that's a possibility. Because who else runs on a sandstone Drake? Who else swap it to a shield? This has to be my boy Cat right here. I don't think it's Veronica. I think it's Catrican's alter ego, dude. But it looks like it's going to be versus team of Gareth. We also got ourselves Valinar. It's going to be Wargrin first up as a marksman of Beastmaster. Saris in the back, and Shaq as well. With Shaq attack. Wargrin is going to be 3. Veronica is going to be 1. It's not Cat. Come on, dude. You guys almost had me yesterday with Seavark. It was like Athamin is cute, and that was Seavark, dude, and I knew it. but I'm thinking this might be Kachika right here. I swear to you. Anyway, we're just gonna call him Veronica as the name sees fit. That is an arms warrior with a shield, not a protection warrior. It's actually trying to see if we might be able to deal with a pet. Trying to get next to Wargren is gonna go for a disarm stun onto Veronica. Wargren is playing survival. Big dress onto Veronica into a freezing trap right after, charge trap right after that. Veronica does go for a trinket, charge into Wargren, trying to make a little bit of a play with the shield happen. Wait, if that is not, if this is not Kachikan, then who might this be then? Is this Baron by any chance? But it's gonna be Veronica trying to see if he can survive. It does have ignore pain. The bike does get to eat the full ignore pain if necessary. Veronica trying to play with shield slams as an arms warrior. Shield slam and just trying to, I guess, to survive against Wargren. Wargren does go for a turtle actually. Not really sure if he meant to do it, as it is a arms warrior with his shield. I mean, how much damage could they be doing? But Veronica's health, it seems like, have sat at about 50-60% health. And hasn't really moved. Wargren does get hit with a disarm, still can throw the grenades and make sure the poisons are up. The pet is going to be killed. Revive pet trying to come out. Does get interrupted with a reflective oath for Veronica, as Veronica looks like they actually have quite a bit of healing available. Where's all that health coming from? They don't have a warlock on their team or anything. Freezing trap to Veronica, as Wargren is going to go for that pet summon. It looks like he is going to have a little bit of a pet summon. That is not Kachikan. Okay. Stun into Veronica, as they are going to turn around to the pet and try to do as much damage with the pet, but also get himself big ignore pain. Defensive stance available versus Wargren. Blazer available too. Trying to get some damage in, but Wargren does have the cheetah to burn. And that's going to be a dress onto Veronica, taking a bit of damage. Average is still in play. It looks like they have Colossus Smash. There goes the Colossus Smash. Disarm into Wargren. Freezing trap into Veronica. But it looks like it's going to be no trigger for Veronica for a little bit. Many benefits are for Wargren into a camo. Veronica so far has been pretty survivable. Does get a charge onto the pet. Needs to get a hamstring into Wargren and maintain that slow the whole time. There you go. Swapping to the two-hander actually. The shield is coming down. The two-hander is coming back. Wait back to the shield. Looks like while they do have a defensive stance, maybe they do play with a shield. So there has to be a macro option to it. Wargren is again trying to kite this around, kiting the shield as best as he can. I think Veronica might actually have shield block up. Is that what they're doing? Are they basically running with shield block, diminishing the damage from the pet, and diminishing any melee damage from Wargren? Is that what they're trying to do? But that's going to be a trinket out of that stun. Bike going to throw in Veronica. Wargren trying to get away from Blazestorm. And it looks like the damage of Veronica with a shield and sword, the sword and board, I mean, it's just not super amazing. It's going to be a kill onto the pet. Revive pet try to come out. Veronica does have a reflect trap available in anything, or reflect available at worst. Wargren looking to get the freezing trap immediately as soon as he can. Fear onto Wargren for a second. Veronica getting a bit of damage. Freezing trap does come down. As long as he doesn't walk into the freezing trap, he might be okay. Jumping away, harpooning back, trying to see if he might be able to root Veronica out of the way. But that freezing trap is not really going to stop him. Charges past the trap, doesn't trip it. Wargren still dancing around the trap. His health isn't looking that good. Trying to get a Revive pet out. It looks like it's going to be that pummel interrupt. Wargren, does he have the disengage to get back over? He still has a trap out in play. Blazer coming down. Wait, could actually be close to that execute range if Veronica has reflect available to leap in there. Actually, Wargren, could he die to the bleeds by themselves to reflect? Nope. Wargren jumping into camo, into a pet. Stopped his own heal. Veronica with the sword and board arms where he's actually making the biggest plays possible. And acceleration is back up for Wargren. Used it immediately. Into a stun onto the warrior. Try to see if he can deal with this dress, dude. These bikes do not stop the onslaught of an arms warrior with a sword and shield. How many of you guys thought the arms warrior would be sword and shield? That may be a real girl? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. We all know, obviously, the girls, obviously, guys, obviously don't play World of Warcraft. Just ask Kren. Who is Veronica though, dude? Who is? I want to know what your build is. I want to know what you're running here. How are you so tanky? How are you healing as an arms warrior? Your health actually does go up. Swap it to the two-hand for a second. Trying to get a fear onto Wargren. Maybe this way you want to go for the damage with a big two-hander. There's going to be a revive. He killed your pet how many times now? How many times has your pet been killed? Because Wargren literally just used a turtle shield just to revive the pet. It's definitely going to be a battle of attrition and definitely going to go into the dampening. Veronica does have a trinket for the freezer trap. That's going to be Wargren dipping out of there though. Big leap available after. Needs to get a slow onto Wargren immediately. Throws a bike at Veronica, but looks like Veronica is still standing strong. Big stun by the pet. Wargren trying to get the dots, but also just trying to walk away from Veronica if he can. It's going to be a little bit of that. Commanding shout on a min long cooldown actually. With a reflect available in case Wargren places any traps. Well, Wargren now has a freezing trap available 100%. Veronica, how do you get health? How do you heal? So you're not playing Stormbolt, so you have to be playing Impending Victory. Like you actually have to be playing Impending Victory. Like there's just no way. Charge it to the pet, trying to see if you might be able to kill the pet. Wargren might be in a bad spot if the pet does die. Freezing trap onto Veronica, no way out of it. That's going to be basically Wargren just trying to cut Veronica out. Survival Hunter, dots, grenades, the pets, all that. Bikes and dress. And Veronica's still standing. Still hasn't used Dab of the Sword at all. As we are hitting that 7-minute mark though. So this is probably the most survivable arms warrior we have ever seen. Big dress into Veronica, chunks him out quite a bit. Disarm into Wargren, still could use quite a bit of damage though. Veronica going in for a Blaze Storm, hoping to maybe get some damage out. Big acceleration heal coming out for Wargren though. Into a stun to Veronica. Could that be the end right here? Actually, did he get him? Oh no! With a kill shot at the end. That was it to Veronica, dude. That's all they wrote. Oh no, I'm trying to swap to a wise person. Orisa gonna be up next versus Wargren. As an unholy, big pets are doing lots of damage. I think Wargren is just completely out of options. Did a lot of damage to Orisa. That's gonna be Shaq coming out with DP immediately. There's gonna be Lichborn for Orisa right now. Still taking a lots of damage, but he does have a pretty major heal. What is healing you right now? Wait, seriously, what is healing you right now? What was healing you? Wait, what is healing you? Huh? Also, why? Hold on. Why is my Lord sparkling? What's going on? Why is my Lord sparkling? Why is he so shiny? Seriously, what was giving you a heal over time? Healing off pet? Wait, what? But that's gonna be Shaq down. No, he was like healing what looked like a heal over time. It was weird. It was huge. It was, yeah, what was going on? I actually want to see what was that about. I have no idea. Orisa is going to get hit with a stun. Unless he was just, I guess he was maybe death striking the Shadow Priest pet. Shadow Priest taking down 50% without attacking him once. Pet damage broken, really? Orisa is going to go for a little bit of damage off of Gareth, though. Gareth is going to be backing out. Orisa does go for a little bit of a self-heal with the death pack. The pet is attacking him behind the pillar quite a bit. Cannot really heal while necrotics are up. And Gareth, which one is he going to be? 2 on team 1 versus Orisa. I actually have no idea what happened with the Shadow. I was trying to figure out how Orisa was healing so much. Also, I don't understand why my Lord Pala is literally just a light bulb over there. Dropping down the big abomination. Gareth trying to see if he can avoid the A-bomb. Stun, big dress by Orisa. Gareth taking out of it and is looking to get gripped in there. Trying to get away from all the pets. Gareth does get himself a bit of a heal going with acceleration. Still holding on to Turtle Shell. And Orisa just kind of just trying to hide back here. Does go for a transfusion. That's going to be a bit of healing off the pet. Gareth pushing in to make it harder for Orisa to get that transfusion healing. Does get a stun into Gareth. Both of our health is low. Does Orisa have enough damage here to finish off the Hunter? They might just need to... Oh, big damage at the very end. The pets just kind of started proccing. And for Orisa, that was a perfect bit of damage that he just needed. Who is going to be up next? It looks like it is going to be Saris. Demonology Warlock versus... Unholy DK, taking him out as Gladiator Orisa. Just didn't really have a lot of left in the tank. So now it's going to be from one pet class into another. As Dalaran, which is going to be 2 on the other team, is going to be up next as a Frost DK. We don't know if he's playing dual wield. We don't know if he's playing 2-hand. But he's going to be going for a bit of damage. Wall available for Sarah says he does go for a trinket immediately. That's going to be a tyrant available. Dalaran is going to take quite a bit of damage here, though. Do they have the defensives? AMZ might need to come out. Deathpick comes out, but actually I think they're done. Barely. Oh, my goodness. Sarah's just dumpstered everything into the Death Knight. That was a lot of burst. Sarah just came out with big damage numbers. Athaman is going to be up next. And Athaman is going to be 5 on team 2. Giving Saris, I think, a little bit of an honor duel. At least let him know, hey, I'm dueling you next. You can have a first go at me. Or maybe was kind of waiting for Saris to maybe get a heal from Valinor. Who knows? 36% dampening into this duel, boys. Big port available for Saris. But Atha is going to charge right back in. Wings up and running. Executor Set is hovering over Sarah's head. It's actually dead. Before Executor Set is even finished him. Jesus Christ, that burst is insane. Big. Final verdicts coming out of both the palaces. Both the palaces are extremely low already. Immediately. I don't even know how that happens. Valor busted through. Oh, Anthem. Before the bubble can come in, Milord Palace is going to be up next. Valor does bubble it. Might go for a lot of damage into Milord Palace. Is going to go for a bit of a self-heal. As we are hitting 12 minutes very, very soon, boys. 40% dampening. Valor is going to be ahead, or actually he's going to be behind because he doesn't have bubble while Milord Pala has. We'll try to see if he can get away from Milord Pala. Can he get away before the bubbles down? No! The Paladin does get to slay him. As soon as the bubbles come off, dude, the gloves come off. Veronica, what is that healing for the Arms Warrior? What is that? What are you doing? What is that? That was a ton of Arms Warrior heals. What the hell? I don't understand. How is this Arms Warrior healing so much? That was incredible. That was incredible. I feel like maybe there needs to be more shield swap and weapon swap into, like, if you get maybe a stun, like a... Probably doesn't run Storm Bolt. Most likely runs Impending Victory, 30% of your health. Probably goes maybe for a Roar, Commanding Shot into Impending maybe, as soon as much as you can. So every minute you can do that. Coastal Surge, Impending Victory in your room. Was it really Coastal Surge? And Naru, I can see that. Impending Victory I can see, but Coastal Surge, really? I wonder how much they heal for, if anybody has the numbers from that one. But then again, the details on the beta or PTR are really, really broken. Maybe his passive healing 6% when you don't take damage 5 seconds. I felt like he was always taking damage though. Like he was either getting attacked by the pet or he had a dot on him. So I don't really know if he was or wasn't. Raven got full group. Yo, do we queue Pink T-Rex versus Raven? I think we do. Raven, Pink T-Rex. Because Pink T-Rex team, I feel like, has been bullied by Athaman's group enough. Tolvaron Arena, boys. Yo, down. Marksman Hunter's boss in PvE. Are they good in PvP? I would think they're going to be much better in PvP than they are in BFA. But even Drug, what's up, champ? Zaro, what can you love, Drug? But it's Kachikan versus Kaga. We don't have Kachikan in here. Also, we don't have Krager here. Whenever they get together, you know what I mean? Whenever they get together, I think, is when we'll do it. Alright, boys, let's get yet another duel up and running on the PTR. Switch. Got ourselves here Team 1 with Valinar. We got Gareth in the back of Survival Saris as a Demonology Warlock. Crystal as on a Holy DK with a big old Reap inside, and Wargren on a Survival Worgen Hunter versus Team 2. We got ourselves Hell Outlaw going as a Beastmastery Undead Hunter. Actually looks insanely cool as a Mog. We got ourselves Gabe as a Blue Monk Panda. Hot Kiss as a Marksman Hunter with the weapons. We got ourselves Goblin Boy playing, well, a Goblin Boy and Oops as a Rogue. Are we playing sub? We are playing sub. It looks like Oops is going to be first up versus a Valinar, which is 1, and Oops is what, 5? There we go. Yeah, I really wish, hopefully Blizzard will figure out like who's first, who's next, and when it comes to like switching people. Because I pressed 1 to switch to Valinar, but on the left side of the screen it looks like he's number 4. So we'll see. That I didn't like that about Paladins, the fact that you could drop it down to Consecration. It might not get rogues out of stealth every time, but the fact that Retribution can just put it down, like... So what if they had, you know, Consecration as an ability? So what? I think it's good that they have something like that to use. Looks like Nabunda is probably going to wait out, maybe with that Cold Blood. Maybe try to find a better position versus Valinar. The Consecration does come down, basically like a Paladin Flare. But can you keep it up like a Paladin can keep up a Flare? I don't know if you can or can't. Looks like Valinar is going to be kind of hanging by a corner, not really giving the Rogue line of sight with a pillow. The Rogue doesn't really want to go in with Consecration on him, just kind of waiting for the Paladin instead, actually. Looks like he's going to go in with the Kinder Shot. Shadow Blades are available. It's going to be a trinket for Valinar with a Shield of Vengeance. But it's going to be Cloak of Shadows for the Rogue, trying to live through the shield, just trying to see if he can all in Valinar right now. Valinar could be popping cooldowns if he wants to. Big wings are available. Lots of damage. Oops does go for an evasion, trying to see if he can dodge the wings damage for as long as he can. Trinkets out of that Hammer of Justice, and Valinar still has a spell of freedom to just keep raining damage onto Oops. No Cloak of Shadows, no evasion left. The Rogue only has a Vanish. Does he have enough damage before the Vanish comes out? Kinder Shot comes out by the Rogue, trying to get the most damage out onto Valinar, but looking to maybe retreat, kind of hand himself over to the pillar. Blind Valinar bops and immediately Oops goes in for a Vanish. So every cooldown every major one has been used by Oops as well as Valinar, and Valinar's still holding on to a bubble for now. So Valinar might need to go pick up eyes and look for the Rogue ASAP, because Rogue is on lower end of health right now. He is on a lower end of health. You can maybe head over to the other eye and see if you can catch the Rogue. Potentially. I think it'd totally be worth, because by the time you find him, yeah, he's probably going to have himself a second heal. You could just wait out for the Rogue. Oops does not have the big damage anymore. He does have a Shadow Dance, so I don't really know if he plays a 2-charge Shadow Dance or just one. Probably just one, right? If I had to guess. Looks he's just going to wait for cooldowns. I think Valinar will have to go for the Eyes, man. Because otherwise Rogue is just going to go for CDs. Like, at this point, it's better for you to see him. Does get him into combat. No saps coming out. Does have Kidney Shot ready. Valinar does not have the human racial in order to get out of this Kidney Shot. Big blood of the enemy coming out for Oops. Trying to get to all in Valinar. Could be maybe a bubble. Doesn't use it. That's going to be Safeguard. Big damage back from Valinar. 3 globals it took to take the Rogue down. And down goes Oops. It looks like Oops made an oopsie. Coming out maybe a little too early. Or maybe trinketing way too early. Maybe using cooldowns way too early. Next is going to be Gabe. The mobility of a monk right now, even though the damage feels like it's really good for burst, like the sustain feels kind of questionable. But the mobility, he was going to need the mobility with Valinar, just 2 globals. And that said, Gabe is already at about half health. He literally is going to need that mobility every single time. So for Valinar, is he just going to wait the slow game? He could chase after them. Or you just could wait for him to come to him. You might want to take him all the way away from the port. That might be the play. Gabe trying to get some damage onto Valinar. Hodge coming out, trick inside of it. Gabe going for some damage. Maybe a leg sweep, but Valinar does get quite a bit of damage. Twisted Furies are flying. Valinar still holding on to a bubble if necessary. Does get himself a Shield of Vengeance available if needed. That's going to be maybe Executor Sentence. No Executor Sentence onto Gabe. That's going to be a final verdict, though. Big damage. Valinar is pretty low in health. Might to bubble. Try to see if he can heal this up. Wings are up and running. Does get himself yet another heal. Gabe actually got quite a lot of pressure. Valinar, oh, touch of death. Oh, my goodness. Hanging around with that bubble, feeling I'm going to wait until I'm below 10%. And Gabe just goes in with a big old yeah. The big touch of death for Gabe. Making a comeback for monks. I really do like that, though. I forgot they have that ability. I guess I've never really seen a monk in pre-patch so far get someone low enough where they actually can use touch of death. So that is going to be something for you guys to remember. So Gabe definitely had himself a hell of a run against the Pala, but how is he going to do against the Hunter? It's going to be a beast. Oh, survival Hunter. I was thinking for some reason marksman maybe. I was thinking Marks, and I was like, wait, he's sending the pet in beast. Wait, Gabe is actually just dead. He actually has no health. Oh, dude, that would be making the same face if my health wasn't that much. I would make the exact same face if my health got that low that quick. What was that burst? Wargren, what'd you do to him? What'd you do to my boy? He massacred my boy by getting thrown at Hell Outlaw. Maybe it was by getting thrown by Hell Outlaw. And Hell playing the Beastmaster tried to make the BM play happen. Freezing Trap onto Wargren's pad. Harpooning over and tried to see if he might be able to one-shot Hell Outlaw. Biking him. Oh, barely any health available. Does get Turtle, but is there any dots? Dots are present, so Wargren taking out 2 back-to-back like that, boys. There it is. There it is. And Hotkiss, the Marksman Hunter, is going to be up next. He better get a Mark for Death onto Wargren. He does have Mark for Death. Sniper shot. Wait, he goes behind the pillar. He knows that if he got hit with a Mark for Death, he couldn't be on the opposite side. There's going to be a flare. He still sees Wargren, though. Oh, does he? Hotkiss, you should be able to see him. You got Hunter's Mark on the guy. I feel like you should have still been able to see with a Hunter's Mark. Interesting. Hunter's Mark on each other. Both the Hunters see one another. And that's going to be Hotkiss with a pet actually playing together as a pet play. Pet play. With Wargren also with a pet. So that's going to be Hotkiss actually losing 10% damage by using a pet, but might actually be able to give himself a little bit of a survivability. Hotkiss taking a bit of damage. Stun coming out right now, but Wargren does go for a dress. Hotkiss chooses to trick it in late. Has maybe a bit of damage. Needs to go for a big setup into Wargren. Otherwise, it's also super low. That's going to be kill shot by Wargren. This man is just decimating everybody who has survival. He's giving them all not a duel, just walking up very slowly. But he's just obliterating people. How many people was that? That was the monk. Just took him out. The hunter, very easy. Second hunter, very easy. And Goblin Boyo. The Goblino, man. The Goblino Pacino is the last one left. Big charge, but the Goblin does go for a reflect in case a freezing trap is coming down. Vorga does have his pet. Fear to Africa does still land the freezing trap. Is there no trinket available for Goblin Boy? Looks like there isn't. He doesn't look happy about it though. There's gonna be a steel trap to follow after the freezing trap with a charge trap right after. There's gonna be some dots on the Goblin Boy. He does have himself. Is that Avatar or is that a PvP trinket? That's probably was a PvP, not PvP trinket. Mode tank trinket, wasn't it? Bike into Goblin Boy as the stun comes out, trying to get those eagles to fly, doing a bunch of damage. Goblin Boy should be able to recover quite a bit with those bloodthirsts, however. Enrage regeneration is available, and War Grand just has to basically wait out. And Rage regen still doing lots of damage to Goblin Boy. Freezing trap reflected, but Goblin is still super low. Enrage regen was not enough apparently, and looks like War Grand just taking everybody out. What? What'd you do to these guys? What happened, boys? Seriously, what happened, man? Bro. What'd you do to them? I don't understand. How bad was that, MM? Well, first of all, I don't know who got, like, whose skills or whatever are in here. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know who's got, like, what skills or whatnot. Reinforced sanguination would heal me. Oh, okay, that explains it. Yeah, I forgot. I actually might add that as a clip into that video. Like, what is that hot? And then be like, it's actually DK, blood DK ruin, which is interesting. I wonder if Death Knights will go in PvP and swap weapons back and forth. Like, low health, let's go for blood DK, get that heal over time. Don't go back for the damage ruin. I wonder. Anyway, boys, let's get another one going, yeah? Mithrin got a group? Fuck yeah, dude. Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. Oh, let me get another one up and running, man. Let me get another one up and fucking running, dude. We got Mithrin, and I guess we could do Atho if you got a group. Finally got PTR already. Is this PTR? Yes, Chile, it is PTR. How you doing, my man? I think I had a worker on one-shot me, lol. Actually, what did he use? Because that was a lot of damage, dude. Wargran just kind of just came in, he saw, he conquered. What happened, dude? 100 Marksman, 100 Broken? They look really good. Like, if you know how to play them, they seem to look really good on beta. Yeah, but I mean that other hunter in that arena, he got Hunter's Mark on Wargren. But yeah, he got Hunter's Mark, and then he never really got a double tap off. He never really got the big burst he needs to get off. I don't think he even went for. It's hard to tell because it was a bit of a mess, but it didn't really look like he went for the. I have it right here actually. True shot. So I don't really know if he had the setup or not. But yeah, this is PTR. If you guys got groups, let me know. Let me know. Atho! If you still have a group, my man, let me know. My dude. Let me know, my guy. If you have a group already. What do you mean? I would recommend Druid or DK? What do you mean? Rogue. Would I recommend Druid or DK? Yes, I'm holy. I don't know about Unholy in particular. They're definitely not fun. Not bad to play. They're pretty fun. I'm more of a Frost DK guy than myself, you know what I mean? So I doubt Unholy will be bad. I mean, on pre-patch, it looks like they're kind of squishy, but they do lots of burst damage, so maybe that's what they'll play like at 60. But it's been a bit since I did like some actual like PvP at level 60. Because usually people find like a broken item, like Rogue's coming in with a little one-shot combo in a cheap shot. It's like, okay, dude, I'm gonna give it a bit of time before they fix it. They fixed it, and the Elemental Shaman's like, lava burst everybody in a single global. I'm like, okay, dude. And then you just gotta wait until, well, maybe they'll fix it. Maybe they'll tone it down or whatever. But yeah, it's been a bit. Do we have Athaman, boys? Still ready, or is that an old message? I can't tell, dude. I can't tell. Alright, dudes. What else do we have, dude? What else do we have? Not really a lot, dude. Bummer. Well, we had a lot of duels yesterday, though. But without Kragar, man. Give leader someone see where I can join. Okay, cool. The Lauren group is ready. The Lauren the DK. I have the Lauren added? Unless it's Rockstar. I don't think I have the Lauren added. Dalaran, need you bad tech. Is it Dalaran hashtag 1340? Yo boys, can I be right back? Can I BRB? I need to use the restroom, dude. I've been trying to hold it, and I don't think I can go another hour, dude. So let me be right back, okay? Literally never take a bathroom break on stream. So yeah, I'll see you guys whenever I see ya. Give me a bit. See if any group's set up by the time I'm back. Enjoy the chair.
Told myself to push and never stop. I've been stressed out, watching both these hands around the clock. With my eyes wide, trying to get the panorama shot. Whole world getting blurry to me, answers getting lost. So I watch my back and keep it moving to the front. And remember that the world's yours, do it how you want. You've been waiting here for too long, think it's time for you to move on. Realize that there's realized in these real times to be strong.
Been waiting all my life, and it was right before my eyes. Watching all this time slip by, now I realize. You know I've been waiting, 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 waiting. Will you wait for me?
My whole life I'm forever grinding, waiting for my time to shine just like a diamond. When life is rough and I ain't with that funny stuff, I use it all as motivation, but it's hard to have the patience. Watching time fly by might be the hardest thing I have to do in life. Frustrated that I ain't where I want to be yet, but I know that I'ma make it if I chase that check. Yes.
Cause I done seen the time go by for too many years now when the stars were aligned.
Alrighty, boys.
I done seen the time go by.
We're back. Oh, that was a really good poop. Just running a pre-patch. Yo, dude, me too. Yo, do we have any groups, boys? Let's give it like 5 minutes. See if we have any groups up and running. Who is ready? Let me know. Unreal ID Premier Group Custom PvP. Yeah, you guys are more looking to advertise if you got a group. I'm hoping for the 6th. Yo, it looks like it might be the 6th, man. Risen 1. Alright, man. Sounds good. We got like 5, dude. We got 5. We could have maybe an early call if we don't get enough peeps. You know what I mean? I was really excited to get more duels up and running, dude. But, you know, it's the end of BFA. I completely understand, dude. I think I'll have a lot more of them when pre-patch gets here. And we can actually have, like, EU and NA real pre-patch duels. You know what I mean? I expect that's the 29th. I think it's going to be the 6th. So it'd be cool if they did 29th, but I don't think they're going to do a 1 week announcement. I think it's going to be a 2 week warning announcement before the pre-patch is over. I mean, they've done that for all the other expansions I've played. Always like a 2 week thing. The first cool Tyrann, dude. What's up, fam? How you doing, my dude? You know, just coming out of Borealis, you know what I mean? Someone help the Horde group out. Dude, yo, the Horde, dude. The whole... sorry for the burp. The Horde, dude. The Alliance got fucking dudes out of the wazoo. The Horde groups are just not happening. Arthur, do you have a group? Or are you just Dunsky for the night? I think you said you were gonna go. Give someone else lead. Pink T-Rex, I don't know if they are here either. Do you think BFA can play pre-patch? If you don't have BFA, can you play pre-patch? I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think so. You probably have to have it. Got 5? Alright, Raven got 5. Perfect, dude. If anybody got back less than 4, so I'm ready. You have a group, Mithrin? 5 man. We got 5. Awesome, Gabriel. Do you have me added, dude? Dalaran, hashtag 1340. Let's get Mithrin and let's get Raven in here. Pink T-Rex ready? Yo, dude. Let's get Raven and we got Mithrin real quick. Unless they're the same team, which it could be. I'll try Raven and Mithrin. Here we go, dude. Let's see if anybody had LFG on or not, dude. What game do we get? What arena do we get? Dude, at this point, I'm just so done with BFA. I haven't even logged on BFA. You know, last time I logged on BFA, like, actual logged on, it was, bug. Yeah, you're good, you're good. Raid. It was raid. I think this week we're going to do another raid run for, like, mounts or whatever. And I think we'll do, like, one person to sell it to. And then, I guess there'll be one more next week. But it's like there's M+, there's a PvP, but it's just like, I don't know, dude. When you have beta, it's so hard to stay on BFA. It's actually impossible, dude. Holy shit. Twitch. What do we got? We got ourselves team 2 with, we got ourselves WMX. Is this Seawork? As a Frost Mage? Yo, dude. Yo, dude. The Frost Mage, man. I kind of want to see Frost. I don't think we ever have any. Veronica in here. We got ourselves Dalaran, more on our Frost. Ariasa. Yo, I'm gonna mess up your name so hard, dude. I'm gonna call you Arissa, dude. Just rolls with the tongue easier. With Lord Paladin on the team as well. Versus team 1. Music, hello, what are you doing? Versus team 1, we got ourselves Gabe. We got ourselves Hell Outlaw as a BM. Hawk as another. I feel like that headpiece kind of covers your eyesight, but you know, you do you. But that's gonna be another Monk. Hawk. We got ourselves Athomon playing as a. Wait, Athomon, dude. Yo, Atho as a Hordy. I feel like Xander would fit ya. And we got Wiz K, dude. I don't think it's a real Wiz K, but you know what? We'll see. Looks like Hell Outlaw going to be first up versus WMX. Wimix? WM? Wimix, dude. I'm gonna call him Wimix. Polly onto the Hunter of the Bat. Just gonna try to get some CC. Sending the pets. Adam does get to use Bestial Wrath while he is polyed, which is interesting. I guess it is off the GCD, so it does make sense. Going to be big damage out of Wimix, though. Getting big damage out of there. Trying to go for a bit of a Ray. That's going to be trinket. Not even sure what he's trinketed, but that's going to be done and done for Hell Outlaw, though. Beastmaster Hunter trying to get all the pets up and running. And WMX, man, I mean, he just kind of Icelands the dude down completely. Whiskey is going to be up next. I'm pretty sure this isn't real Whiskey, dude. Although the real Whiskey, that would be awesome to have him in the duels. Okay, if this guy goes for 1v4, that's the real Whiskey. I'll give you that. If he goes for at least 1v4, then that has to be the real Whiskey. Otherwise, I don't think so. Wimix actually is going to resummon a Water Elemental. How's he going to play against this? Because I think Mage is actually kind of lose to Shadow Priest, don't they? Dots are up for Whiskey, though. It's going to get all this set up. It's going to be a little bit of a dispel on those dots for WMX. Or maybe Whiskey? What? How did he get feared, actually? How did he get horrored out? It's weird. But it's going to be silence out of WMX. That's going to be some images, do some freebie damage. Whiskey is going to go for a multi-dot spree. Big Nova coming out with a Frozen Orb, doing quite a bit of damn on top of it. And Wimix is getting big crits. Whiskey, though, not looking all that good. Looks like the Frosty Mage Shatter abilities are doing work. Frostbolts are available for WMX afterwards. It is continuing to pump the damage into Wiz. With more Frostbolts to follow, Void Eruption does come out for Wiz. Ray of Frost for Wimix, though. And that's quite a bit of Shatter damage to the Wiz. I think it might be done and done here. Stunning to win. With a Shadowmans to follow. Barely has anything real left to heal him. Does have Void Eruption, though. That's going to be DPs all onto WMX. That's going to be the pet actually getting resummoned. Big damage to Wiz. And does take him out with a trinket at the very end. Looks like Wiz going to be down for the count, dude. I don't think it's a real Wiz, is it? Definitely not Wiz K, dude. It's a Panda. And it's a Shadow Priest. Of course it's a Whiskey. What do you mean? Who else plays Panda Shadow Priest? Polymer coming out for WMX. Trying to get a Repoller. The Hawk does land it on the trinket. That's a bite. Did quite a bit of damage to the Mage. That's going to be a big old glacial spikes. Or big old glacial coming down onto WMX. Ice blocking that Karma. Does have a second ice block, so I guess that would work out for him. Doing huge damage to Hawk, though, as Hawk no longer has a defensive to deal with these. Does not have Diffuse Magic. He does have Dampen Harm, though. So he could dampen the harm just by a little bit. But Hawk is going to be in an interesting position. That's actually going to be Pez going to trade with Zuwen on Wimix, as Hawk just doesn't have the setup. That's going to be a big shatter onto Hog, dude. That was a massive, massive shatter. Mad shatter. Does have a little bit of that pet resummon going on for WMX. With Fist of Fury flying to follow. As he is going to blink away. Getting more slows on the Hawk. More procs available too. There's going to be some Vivifies as a Ray of Frost comes down. And Hawk looking to get the hell out of it. Does get interrupted. Wall is available. Needs to go for as many self-heals as possible. Trying to get some Vivifies as the Water Elemental is coming in from one side. Blizzard on one end. Water Alien the other. I doubt the Water Alien is going to do that much damage, though. He does a little bit. Maybe a Nova does it. The Nova is going to be a port for Hawk. Still taking the Frostbolt damage. And Ice Senses to fall. It's actually a big setup for the Frostmage. Either way, does get dampened harm in the last second. But that does let him see survivable and livable for just a little longer. WMX resummoning a full new Water Elemental. Trying to land a Blizzard on the other side of Hawk. Doesn't want to push in too aggressively, though. He's perfectly fine waiting out. Wait, did we lose somebody? Okay, we actually lost Shadow Priest and the Hunter, which they did get to play, so I guess it's okay. Man, that was Frostmage, dude. Is Frostmage back? In cab by Hawk as he's looking to walk over. Does not get hit with a Nova for some reason. I guess DR maybe on those roots. Oh, there goes that Nova back up into a polymorph right after. Does he have a trinket? Wimix though was trying to see if he might be able to get a trinket out of him. Big Frozen Aura, big Comet Storm coming down, Interrupted Hawk, huge Nova's coming back, big Shadow combo, Wombo throwing the bike at Wimix. Oh, getting the Reaping Flame. Blinking around, Reaping Flame just to take him out of the game. Gabe. Which one of this Gabe is? Gabe is going to be 1, okay. And Atherman is going to be 3. Okay, this is... Atherman looks like 1, Gabe looks like 2, but apparently Gabe is 3. No, Gabe is 1, Ather is 3. Doesn't make any sense in your guys' mind, but trust me, it makes sense to me. We're just now hitting the 5 minutes, and it's only 2 people left on Team 1, and Wimix going to land a poly onto Gabe. Gonna try to see if he might be able to baboon him around in this duel. Oh, roll came out for Gabe, but didn't go anywhere with that ring or with that ray of frost. Just didn't actually let him move. So he had to go for a dragon kick, which is unfortunate. It's gonna be a mirror images on the side, getting some slows onto Gabe, doing very, very little damage. But at least it's gonna be a passive slow. And together with the blizzard, might be a bit of damn too. I don't know what he got set up over there. Maybe that's like an image or something. But it's going to be Wimix getting big slaps onto Gabe. Needs to land that karma. Does get a ring of peace onto Wimix. Blinking away. Could be a second iceberg if he wants to. Looks like he's not going to go for it. Gabe is kind of out in the open. Needs maybe to have a retreat. Does get interrupted. I think Wimix has him. I think it's going to be done and done. In cap short onto Wimix. Is still away from Gabe. Does get himself a heal last second. Can Gabe maybe close the gap? Does go for a defuse magic. Wimix does trinket out of the legs. Fist of Fury is flying, but then nobody's going to stop him. Gabe trying to see if he might be able to dip behind the pillar. That's still going to be more lances getting thrown, and a big port behind the pillar actually escaped the onslaught that the Frostmage had. The big blizzards, dude, the big lances. It looks like Frostmage is looking much, much scarier than it did before. And Wimix gonna get himself a full new elemental ready and available. This is actually incredible seeing a Frostmage like actually being competitive. All Blizzard had to do is turn the dials to make him do more damage. That's all they had to do. Because I mean, the damage wasn't terrible in BFA. It's just you couldn't really do enough with like a Nova, root him and then just burst him down. Just wasn't that good. That's gonna be Gabe actually going for that Tiger's Lust immediately. This is Wimix trying to get himself a bit of a setup on him. Gabe getting hit with all those shatters for the glacials. Getting flown from the sky. Blinking away, trying to get more frostbolts onto Gabe with the slows. That's going to be a Ring of Peace to kind of boop him back into the Monk. The Monk has a Karma in just 5 seconds. He needs to get himself maybe a little bit more time before the Karma can really do much. That's going to be a full polymer for the Gabe. Trinkets into another poly. As Wimix actually has quite a bit of his health lost. Might even go for some slows and Novas onto Gabe. He is going to continue to get in those Nova shatters and try to get Frostbolts in there. Because I think those Frostbolts are going to do him a lot. He's going to get a Nova interrupt onto Gabe on his heels. Gabe might have to go for a Karma right here. Does Wimix go for Ice Block? I don't think he can. He could. He actually would get a second one for Atherman if he wanted to. But he doesn't need to. I think the Frostbolts are going to be enough. Gabe, does he have any more defensive? Diffuse Magic available. Getting Zwen into Wimix. Can he actually get him locked down? Because I don't think Wimix has a trinket this time for next leg sweep. If he can just get a leg sweep, he might have it. Ooh, so close, Gabe. Eating lances, dude. Eating icicles. Barely surviving, but this panda is still trucking it, dude. This blue panda is still trucking it, man. It's not even his furthest blue. It's just the fact that it's playing against a Frostmage that is blue, dude, at this point. Looks like Wimix is going to be taking a little bit of damage. Actually, quite a bit of damage from the Zuen. If only Gabe could somehow lock down the Mage in a stun or anything with that Zuen, it'll be perfect. Gabe getting hit with a polymorph. Does he have a trinket? If he has a trinket, he might be able to get out of the polys and roots. Neo Frost doing quite a bit of damn. Wimix just stopped with the ray and goes for lances instead. I guess I was expecting maybe for Gabe to go for a bit of damn. Nova actually immune. Leg sweep onto Wimix. Does have a trinket for it. Trying to get a frostbolt. Gabe does close the gap. Fist of Fury flying. Wimix does he have any more shimmers? It looks like finally the Monk is able to get some damage onto the Mage. Does have to go for 45 and brew as the damage is really ramping up. Gabe isn't really doing too good on health. Only 24% dampening, but it's still doing a number on him. That's going to be another Ice Nova onto Gabe with a big glacial combo spikes. Comet Storm, I think that's what it's called. It looks like big glacials falling, but it's Comet Storm, isn't it? But it's big shatters, man. Huge shatters. Happy for Frost, dude. It's insane. I mean, the slows they had always was kind of annoying to deal with. And I feel like when they had the big bursts, they could do a good portion of someone's damage, health and damage, but never be like a guarantee like, oh, I could definitely one-shot this guy. Like, oh, I could do some damage. Well, hopefully we'll have enough CC chains in order to kind of like create a little bit more less sustainable situation for the enemy. Gabe does escape the frozen orb, so it actually might maybe give him a breakaway. Wimix does go for another Nova with more common storms. Gabe is gonna go for diffuse magic, trying to maintain himself the best as he can. Does have karma if needed. He better karma early, dude. He better karma early, because if the karma is low, Wimix just ice blocks it, breaks out of it, and Gabe is done. Does go for a ring of peace. That's gonna be a blink. Wimix does go for a Nova. I mean, Livestream doesn't get the Livestream. Big mobility, and does get hit with the Reaper Flames at the last second. Atherman, the last one left on Team 1. We are at the 10-minute, 31% dampener, though. WMX, man, I mean, he's got the big frost shatters ready to go, dude. Absolutely incredible amount of frost shatter damage. Absolutely insane. Atherman going in for a bit of a bow. Atherman. I still can't get over it. It's so good. It's actually so good. Like if you were playing a Xander, it would be so perfect. Polymers do come out into Atha. It's going to be Wimix trying to get some damage in. Nova into Atha, doing quite a number. Hand of Freedom is available. It's not the spell stolen. It's not the Hand of Freedom that you can spell steal. Atha does walk out of the Comet Storm completely, but not unscathed. He's still taking quite a bit of damage. Rare Frost by WMX. Does Atha have anything for this? No, Hand of Freedom. He's actually just going to get slowed down to a halt with Novus to follow. Has no way of breaking out of this. Has a Shield of Vengeance, but it doesn't last long. Big Executor Sentence does go for a bubble. Does WMX go for big dam? Does Ice block it as a final verdict comes down, doing a good chunk of damage? Maybe Athamon should have went for final verdict right before the Execution Sentence landed. That might have been some big damage overall. Poly onto Atha, why he does have wings. And Wimix does resummon his pets quite often. I'm not really sure why he does it. Maybe he gives him a free Nova, but he does make sure to resummon pets if necessary. Athaman trying to see if he can maybe get some line of sight. The blizzards are still just going to be quite a bit on you, dude. The weather is still pretty bad. Hopefully brought a jacket or something. Try to see if he maybe be able to walk out of this blizzard, but he's just so slowed. Wimix has an advantage. As long as Atha is slowed, he can't really approach, he can't really back up. So for Athaman, it's going to be a little bit rough, dude. I think it's going to be a little bit rough just trying to get a set of blinks as the shimmer comes out. As Atha decides, you know what, I'm going to commit some damage. And there goes Wimix, more with the frostbolts, more with setups. It's going to be Hand of Freedom immediately to get out of the frozen orb. That's going to be execute setups on Wimix and looking to maybe get it right behind the light side. Does not want to give himself the kick for Wimix. That's going to be the mage taking a bit of damage from execute setups, which does do quite a bit. But Athaman is kind of just stuck between a rock and a hard place. Can't really go anywhere. That's going to be also all those. Oh my god! Was it those? Was it these guys that killed you off? Was it the mirror images? I think it might have been mirror images at the end there. That is rough, dude. My god, it's a 1v5 by a frost mage, making it look really easy. Maybe even too easy. You literally can't catch it. The slows, dude, and the damage. My goodness. What up, Seavark? That was you, wasn't it, dude? 100%. There's no way that was not Seavark, dude. There's no way that was not Seavark. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. That was something, though. Are Frost mages good enough, boys? Is Frost back? At least in PTR it is, but I guess it's going to be back in beta. Yo, that was interesting. Let's get another group going, yeah? Or let's see if we can get another group going, though. 5v5 ready with Pink X? Alrighty, man. Yo, dude, that was awesome. I don't think I've ever seen Frost. It's been so long since I've seen Frost just have this much one-shot. It was on Seawork, it was my friend, and plus we don't play the game. What? Probably get my group again because we didn't go. I'll go last. Okay, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Wait, is your group Rockstar? Because I could get Rockstar with you guys, I guess. Is that the same group? Perhaps maybe see one more annoying than monks. Yo, dude. Yeah, it looks rough for certain. I like to see Arcane Mage. Yo, we see an Arcane Mage yesterday, actually, dude. Mithrun, that's the group name. Okay. Sav, 2 out of 5 filling. Let's go, dude. Let's go, dude. I'm ready. Alright, Mithrun. I guess we could do Mithrun and Pink X because Pink didn't get to play in a bit. So Theorun and Pink T-Rex. Here we go. A Frost Mage was Atha. Dude, that Frost Mage was Atha. What do you mean? You just see Atha multi-boxing as a mage and the paladin in that duel? And Inspect Seamark plays is good. Seamark is a really good player. I gotta give him credit. He was pretty good, man. He was pretty damn good. And I mean that in a good way, because some people are like, it's pretty good. Oh, you mean it's bad? Some people, again, Rick and Bobby ain't first, you last kind of deal. We're just toxic, dude. Speaking of toxic, switch. Got ourselves team 1. We got ourselves Valinar, Gareth the Survival, Saris, Moore's Demonology. We got Wargren and Pruxic. Pruxic? This sounds like toxic. Or pro and toxic together. Pruxic. Yo, you actually look dope. That actually looks insane, dude. Except those leaves, they look like squares. That's a little weird. Hopefully Blizzard fix it. But that looks awesome. And then we got ourselves team 2 with WMX is more without Frost. Wait, maybe that's Frost? Maybe that's Frost now. We got ourselves Veronica on, the Arms Warrior, Arissa coming out as Unholy Death, and we got ourselves Frost DK and Milord Pala. It looks like Arissa and Milord are trying to figure out who's going first, who's going last. I think he was trying to figure out. It looks like Arissa is going to be first up versus Valinar. Which one is Val? Is 1 and Arissa is 3. Okay. I can do this. I can work with this. Valinar, though, getting slowed down on the opener. Looks like Arissa in the pet. And the damage and the random Azeroth procs are just doing work. He actually doesn't need to fight Valinar half the time. Trinket coming out for Valinar, though, will not have a trinket for the next go. This is going to be big. Executes on Arissa, trying to get away from the wings. Valinar has got himself lots of damage. Bubble available. Arissa does go for the AMS. IBF coming down with Lichborn as well. That's going to be lots of defenses available. Valinar does not have a human trinket anymore. No bubble either. Actually, might be going down to the Army of the Dead. Needs to himself a heal immediately right now. Needs to heal as soon as possible. Short pet start to fall. Lots of pressure. And I think Arissa is going to have him. Big damage. The Paladin and the DK just came in and showed the headstrong. Big damage. And he's just going to yoink Saris into the duel. Wait, which one is Saris? God, I can't never figure it out, dude. It looks like Arissa's going to bail out of there. He got yoinked. Mortal Coil, run out of the Storm, Shadow Fury, run the corner. It looks like Arissa might be waiting until the cooldowns are back up. He does have Apocalypse coming back very, very soon. I think the more Death Coils you use, the faster you get Apocalypse back. Maybe. Saris is going to go for Summon Vile Fiend. That's going to be stunned onto Arissa. Trying to get himself a big old Tyrant. Trinkets out of that stun, however. Has a lot of pressure for Arissa. Arissa is getting surrounded by the pets. If he just goes for a Tyrant, that could be huge. Big transfusions coming out for Arissa. If anything, at least he got himself a little bit of a heal. That's going to be a short Army of the Dead getting summoned up as well. Arissa is under a lot of pressure either way still. Saris, on the other hand, with the Army of the Dead, is at least going to be able to get a couple Shadow Bolts off of one of those pets. Arissa get himself that Death Pack. Just needs to survive until the necrotics are gone, and then he might be able to charge in. He got himself the Apocalypse, AMS, Anti-Magic Zone, as well as the A-Bomb coming back very, very soon. Saris, though, he got himself Wall as well as the Tyrant, so it's going to be lots of damage for him to deal with. Actually, decided to summon a whole new Shavara since Arissa's on the other side anyway. Dropping down the A-Bomb. It looks like actually we'll have to cancel the summon. Hopefully the Shavara won't stay stunned for too long. Mortal Coil into Arissa. Trying to get the pets up and running. Tyrant to fall, getting stunned on the Tyrant. That's going to be a perfect opportunity for Arissa to get the full army of the undead. Wall, and that's going to be Tyrant for the army. Both of them are taking up and trying to see if they can one-shot one another with the pets. Whose pets are better? Saris does go for a port for a second. Arissa is still running away from the demon. Saris is going to take the gate out of there, though. This is going to be still a full-blown abomination chasing after him. Looks like that thing is gone. Arissa's weapon enchant, the weapon heal, has proc by the looks of it, because he did have that heal over time effect right after. Looks like Saris and Arissa are a little bit of a standstill now. Saris down on cooldowns. So is Arissa. Use actually everything minus the Anti-Magic Zone. Really should commit Anti-Magic Zone into the Isa. That's 20% less damage against all that magic damage Saris can do. I guess a portion of the pet damage with demons is physical, though. Like the Demon Doggos, the Felguard, the Succubus, all that is physical, but the Tyrant is the big magic damage. Plus any triggers that Saris throws at him as well. It looks like this two are just gonna wait out, actually. Because Saris, he doesn't really need to push in, not immediately. Or he doesn't really like pushing in, that's usually not his MO. Even though sometimes I think he really should. But for Orisa, he actually has cooldowns coming back. There's going to be Death Pact available very soon. IBF. Actually, these cooldowns are very short, aren't they? They're kind of short because it's only 2 minutes into this duel. Against Orisa, he's seen himself a good setup. Cyrus this time, I don't believe he has a trinket. I haven't seen if he even runs a trinket for these duels. I'm pretty sure he does. But it doesn't look like he has one. Or maybe he doesn't have one on cooldown. Gonna be the pets coming down to Orisa as he poked out a little too far forward. That's gonna be Shadow Fear Sun Reactor with a Tyrant to follow. Orisa taking lots of damage. It's gonna be that AMS as he's trying to deal with the pets. Needs to go for that transfusion. That's gonna give him a lot of healing. Needs to be avoiding the other pet. Mortal Cold running him out in the open. That's gonna be Tyrant getting himself free pickings. Orisa better make a play right now. Do they go offensive? Do they play defensive? Maybe need to CC. The Tyrant does go for IBF to get himself even more defensiveness. That where is this anti-magic zone? Has not used AMZ at all. Stun onto Saras. Trinkets out of it. That's going to be Orisa with not a lot of health left. Needs to get the army. Anti-magic zone finally comes down. Saras gripped back into the AMZ. Get interrupted on Demon Bolt. Looks like Orisa might be able to turn it around. Actually climbing the hill. Saras does go for Rolex Celtos. Orisa's super low. Just needs a couple more hits from Shavara and they'll be done and done. Demon Dogs are trying to finish him off. Is that going to be it? Saras actually comes out on top at the very end. They're barely surviving. Veronica comes in, landing that execute onto Saras, with Gareth gonna be up next. That was such a close call between the two. The demons versus the undead. It looks like demons. Looks like the demons didn't win, boys. Looks like the demons didn't win, at least this time around. Oh, actually, no. Demons did win. What am I talking about? I looked at the chat. I literally lost my train of thought. Looks like demons do win. Barely, but it's so close. But I really like that. Veronica is going to be sticking to that Arms Warrior prot, tanky, sword and board play style. Is that what's going on, bro? Maybe? Gareth is going to try to get the dots up and running, so Veronica does get the charge in with the Avatar popping in a two-hander. Should be expecting maybe a trap anytime soon. That's going to be a revived pet. Veronica does like to go after the Hunter's pets. Has a mad shield over their head right now. What is that shield? Is that... Wait, I keep swapping the wrong person. Oh my goodness. I keep forgetting which one is which because it's so all over the place. Okay, 2 and 2. I could do that. Oh my god. Sorry for making the camera give you like guys like a bit of a whiplash. Veronica doesn't see the manic bandage. Does notice at the last second. Needs to be heading after Gareth, getting him in the slowed. Needs to be going for it. Blazer coming out for that pet stone. Perfect time. It looks like Veronica is actually going to be on the retreat for a little bit. Maybe wants to swap to the sword and board. Does get himself a charge and a bit of a heal. And Gareth looking to maybe get some damage in. Freezing Trap comes out. Veronica trinkets out of it. No pet stone for a bit. But going to be a perfect opportunity for you to get some damage. Actually turning around and hitting the pet. Does go to eliminate the pet. Probably get himself a little bit more self-heal. But with that, the impending victory. Hamstring into Gareth. Did have Reflect. No more Reflect right now. Better do as much damage as you can. Maybe if you have a Blaze Storm coming up very soon. Blaze Storm in case it drops down a Freezing Trap on top of you. Looks like Gareth is really trying to find his way to like... Just stop, drop a trap, and just gotta keep going. I don't know if he'll be able to. Looks like actually he didn't keep a hamstring to Gareth, and he is gonna be able to get away. Very unfortunate. It's a bit of a mind game is going on. I don't know if Veronica had a spare reflective veil by then. That is definitely a cooldown Blizzard needs to add into tracker for this UI. Because I would love to see if a warrior has spell reflect or not. I think it would be very helpful. But looks like Veronica is back up to full health as we are hitting that 7-minute, 32-second game. At a 16% dampening. Gareth looking to get as much self-heal as possible. Veronica does see him, but that's going to be a stun on Gareth as he's not going to take it lying down. Trading the dots with Veronica. Looks like the warrior's actually just going to take the pet and kite it away with a bit of a battle stance. Charging, actually literally focusing on the pet. Fear onto the hunter, literally looking to kill the pet immediately. Okay, interesting. He's going to get himself that impending victory, which I think might be better if he kills something. Because I'm pretty sure that replaces Victor Rush. Does have a sword and board. Reflective Arrow maybe too early. Gareth does trap himself though, so maybe not too early. That's going to be a perfect opportunity for Veronica to maybe go in for a little bit of damage. Maybe the two-hand comes out. Colossus Smash. Gareth does get hit with the disarm. No pet to summon. Freezing Trap not available for a bit. This is a perfect opportunity for you to do as much damage. Maybe the execute does get the charge. Maybe he gets him. Does land it. Oh, get that nice little play-by-play. Taking the pet. Reflecting the freeze. Doing as much damage as he can, going for food while the other team is trying to figure out who's going to be up next. It's either going to be Wargren or Proxy, dude. It's one of you guys. One of you. It looks like this is going to be Proxic as a Feral Druid versus Veronica. We'll see how an Arms Warrior with the sword and board deals with this one. I do wonder, I haven't really seen Veronica, do they use shield, like shields up or shield block? Because that should be a lot of damage that you can block. Like a ton. Proxic going in for mad damage in the opener. That's going to be Veronica popping a defensive stance. Does get a charge to catch Proxic with a Colossus match. Might need to go maybe for a leap to catch up. Looks like he's just going to throw in a Crucible. Proxic does get himself a maim off onto Veronica. And it's going to be big damage and a defensive for the Feral coming out right now. Bark's going to follow. Oh, Bear Form. That's going to be different from the Artifact weapon. I don't like how many Ferals or any Druids really go for like Artifact weapon, like the skins or whatever. Blaze Storm. Proxic looks like he's going to be able to get out of it. Veronica does cancel Blaze Storm. Do they get maybe a charge around the corner? Leap into a charge of Proxic. Does it get the slow? Proxic is just super low in health. Could he be going down to the X against stun to Veronica? Trinkets. Oh! Veronica landing that kill. Oh my goodness. The Arms Warrior with a shield making a bit of a comeback though, dude. Actually making a bit of a comeback. And there it is. War Grand. I think he knows exactly how to fight against Veronica. He beat him before. It was a little bit of a longer duel, but he did do it last time. Veronica popping in sword and board. He knows he's going to expect the Hunter. He doesn't really know which direction the Hunter could come from, but he might as well get some food. He doesn't even know that Wargren. Oh wait, he does see Wargren actually. Wait, is Wargren trying to? Does he want to duel somebody else, or is he just saying hello? I think he's just saying hello. That's going to be Veronica trying to see if they might be able to get to the other side of the arena as Wargren tossing them nades. Does close the gap with a Hunter. That's going to be stuns as well as freezing traps available. So Veronica actually dipping behind the pillar to hit the pet for a second. Wargren is perfectly fine, disengaging from the fight. Letting Dot's going to do work. Veronica going in for a leap. Does get a slow onto Wargren with a Blaze Storm to follow. Is that going to be enough damage though? Should be a bit of damage, hopefully. That's going to be nice harpoon onto Veronica. Getting the dots with a bike. Lots of damage. Veronica, do they have enough in order to deal with this? Commanding Shout does go for die by the sword. Definitely needs a defensive freezing trap on him. Does he have a trinket? Looks like he does not. Looks like for Veronica, this is going to be quite bad. No extra health. Commanding Shout gone. Does get himself a big heal from Wargren. Maybe could turn the pet over to him. Looks like he doesn't even need to. Wargren is just looking to maybe end the game. Dress to follow. Disarm to work, but I think it's going to be done and done for Veronica. Try to go for a last minute fear. That's all they could really do. Dalaran is going to be 4. Okay, Dalaran getting a grip stun into Wargren. Try to do a bunch of damage as a Frost DK. I don't know if they're going for a dual wheel build or a two-hand build, but it's going to be AMS in case there's going to be a freezing trap, just in case. Wargren try to get himself a bit of a manic better. Is not going to get the value. Does remove the disease for a second though. And Dalaran needs to maintain the chain of ice. That's going to be very, very valuable. It's going to be that turtle shells. Wargren just looking to see himself a little bit of reset. Duels hitting towards the 12-minute mark, boys. 41% dampener. It's going to be a big old grip by Dalaran. Lots of damage onto the DK though. That's going to be also dark back. No way he can heal. Looks like Wargren might just have it here. Unless Dalaran somehow has something under the sleeve. They do not. And the kill shot comes out. Lord Pala is going to be, I think, either next or maybe WMX. This is getting really, really antsy. He's like, oh, I really just want to play, dude. I really just want to play, man. Looks like Lord Pala and Wargren are going to have a bit of an honor duel here. With the camo and everything. It's going to be a little bit rough, though. Who wins this, though? Hunter or Pala? That's a hard one, man. That's a hard one. Remember, Pala does go for a little bit of a sacrifice on Dalaran. Although it doesn't look like he'll really send their souls to Shadowlands. It looks like he really just kind of sacrificed him to the draws. Big stun into Wargren. Maybe big damage from Lord Pala. Trying to get the damage up and running. Freezing trap onto the Pal. He does bubble it. That's going to be executed. Does Wargren have a feign death for it? Maybe at the last second, potentially. Does not, but it still doesn't take the most damage though. Lord Pala. Oh, one more hammer. That's all he needed. Down goes Wargren. Yo, that arms warrior, dude. That arms warrior, dude. How many kills did he have? 3! Veronica got 3 kills. Oh my god, the sword and board really does work. Also, the healing. I really gotta give him credit. He heals a ton for an arms warrior. What is this healing? Makes no sense. Absolutely makes no sense. I love it though. I think it's awesome, man. I like the sword and board. Like, we don't ever see this. I haven't seen warriors switching weapons in PvP since like Cataclysm, I think. Maybe might have been the last time they actually had a need to switch weapons for like defensive stance or whatever, or maybe shield wall. But I think it was Cataclysm might have been the last time they had like stances and stuff that actually did something for you. Maybe I'm wrong, but that was awesome. Alrighty, boys. That was great, dude. I fucking love that. I love the playstyle. 23, 24, 25. There we go. What up, y'all? What up, Tony B? How you doing, my man? So it looks more fun than I remember. Dude, it looks awesome. I actually like it for PvE and Shadowlands too. I've seen Fury Wars get outplayed by 3 classes in 5v5 duels, but Trinket baited him out of 20% of the health. But 100, that isn't skill. What? It's worth to say you won't use that trigger because it's OP in PTR and skill, they do it anyway. Rating seems a little... Rating means little when you can hard counter a class in PTR, fight a Fury Warrior, Nozat Trinket, it's a new impossible. Yeah, Nozat Trinket seems to be really strong right now in PTR. I'm worried Blizzard does something so you can still PvP, but those Nozat Trinkets and tank trinkets and DPS. Like, tank trinkets on a tank, I'm fine with it. Tank trinket and DPS? Nah, dude, we should go for as much damage as possible. And plus, I feel like Fury Warriors have quite a lot of survivability with Ignore Pain, Reflect, you know what I mean? There's people in chat saying the higher rated you are in live in arenas that you're better in duels, so we're telling them that's wrong. No, that's true. Silverk is right. Silverk is right. Like, you guys not remember like the old school duels, like people dueling in front of Stormwind and Orgrimmar? Like, some of the best duelers were not the high rated players. Like, that's how a lot of people, like, in the old school days, in the old school version, like, wow, older expansions, that's how people found arena partners. You would find the dudes that are out there, they can beat every other class and win most of the duels. Like, if you have no rating, if you have no one to play with, you go out and find people in a dueling area. Someone who knows how to play against a variety of classes. You duel and you win a bunch. You're like, oh, shit, this guy knows how to play against classes. He seems to know how to play his class. Hey, you want to join us in arena? Maybe we could do some 2s, 3s together. I use Mage versus DK as an example. You usually lose, but I say to fight a DK in 3s, but I can beat them easily if they don't know how to play the game. Yeah, no, Silverk is right. Like, you don't need to be a high-rated player to be good in duels. There are some high-rated 3v3 players that are terrible in duels. Because it's not that they're bad players. It's just when duel, you have to have a different mentality. It's a 1v1, it's just you and another person. In a 3v3, you have your cooldowns, you have your healer's cooldowns, you have positionals, you have CC. Like, there's 3 people on your team. That's you and 2 others versus 1 person and 2 others. It's a team game. There's a lot of coordination. But when it's just you by yourself, just because you have a really high rating in PvP does not mean you're good at duels. Like, or world PvP for that matter, because it's definitely a different. It's just a different game, you know. When it's just your cooldowns and the way you rotate them, the way you use them, it'll be completely different. The setups, it'll be completely different. Like in a 3v3 setup, like a mage and a rogue, the mage needs to worry less about the actual setups. It just needs to gain a polymorph on one target maybe, and then do damage on the guy that's kidneyed. The rogue is there to set up the kidney shot, maybe get a blind, or maybe you'll have the healer in that group get a cyclone or fear or whatever. So it's like a team game. So as a mage, you would maybe get a polymorph as long as you got 1 health. Do as much damage as you can to that guy that's stunned. But in a 1v1, the mage doesn't have the rogue for that. He doesn't have the priest for that. It's just you and another person. How do you set up your own kills? You know. So Seawork is right, dude. Seawork's always right. Seawork is a beautiful butterfly who's really knowledgeable in the game, dude. Like, he's actually pretty good. You guys, he's actually pretty good, boys. And he's really chill too. He does not like super giga toxic, or at least not. At least I haven't really seen super toxic. I mean, I'm pretty sure like if you're hanging out with your friends, you're doing 2s, you're just having bands. Yeah, it's so dreamy. How much did your PC cost? If that's right to ask. This one, pretty penny. Nah, I'm not toxic at all. Like, Boomasaur is also, like, super not toxic. Like, he says something sarcastically sometimes, but he's, like, really nice fucking dude, and he's, like, Gladiator and shit. Like, some dudes that play Glad, it's just, like, really, really fucking toxic vibes, dude. Extra giga toxic. But, like, and there's dudes that are Glad that are just, like, actually really nice, and, like, really chill dudes. They just like playing games, like, really, really high skill level. And, like, I feel like in this community, we end up attracting a lot of people that are really, really chill. I mean, not everybody is shiny red apple, you know, but lots of chill dudes, dude. Sounds like the Age Gladiators. Yeah, dude. Then we get me started with Demon Hunters, man. I wasn't gonna say Demon Hunter Gladiators, but Sludbag was doing like these class streams where it's like a round table, get like some of the best players or people that are very prominent in the community for like different class discords, like people that everybody knows, like I don't know, like Tettle, like for Boomies, he took Tettles and stuff, like that guy was on MDI tables and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And he said in a tweet, like, I didn't watch the Demon Hunter one, but he said apparently, long story short, in the tweet, he said the Demon Hunter stream was super fucking toxic the whole time or something. Or maybe like a majority of it or whatever. He never mentioned anything about toxicity with the other ones. He always said it was like productive or didn't say anything at all. But Demon Hunter was like, dude, that was extra fucking toxic. So, I didn't watch it, but I'm gonna take his word for it, dude. And if of Glads played around are extremely mean and condescending. I mean, I think like toxicity is everywhere, right? In every fucking game, every community, there's always going to be toxicity, right? It's always there. Like, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But yeah, Hazita Jones is awesome. I feel like I should know who Hazita Jones is. I feel like I should know that name. Like I heard it before. Hey, you got time for that? A lot of Warlocks doing Cataclysm are fun and very toxic like that. Yo, wasn't Warlocks like best in slot or like Giga good in Shadowlands? I mean, in Cataclysm though. I feel like if it's a flavor of the month in particular, like if it's a flavor of the month and it's really really good, like Fire Mage, I feel like you'll have a lot of people that will play Fire Mage, get Gladiator, and it'll be like super ego, super big ego and super toxic, just for no reason because like, oh, I got Gladiator and that's like best in slot, really good for PvP class. Or something, right? Like people that class swap to like flavor of the month. Like I'm pretty sure there's a couple of people that are toxic that play that. You know what I mean? You went how toxic we would look at the Warlock forums. Yo, dude. I haven't seen Warlock forums. Most Warlocks that I've met have been, I guess, outside of PvP, because I wouldn't really know too many Warlocks at PvP. I feel like most Warlocks are super fucking competitive. I feel like most Warlocks are hot-headed, but they're very competitive. So it's not like they're toxic because they're just mean people that like pissing people's cereal. I think it's just super hard-headed and competitive. So sometimes a portion of the personality can seem toxic, but I don't think they're like out there just to be mean. But that's just what I noticed. Like if I had an ego, it'd be huge. Dude, I had a big fucking ego, and I wasn't even Gladiator, dude. I remember having a fucking ego when I first started on my channel, and holy shit, dude, you know how fucking hard that shit's to get over? Like, even today, I just fucking, dude, on stream, every time I say something moderately fucking, because I'm like, always trying to catch myself, every time I say something like, I mean to say it in a funny way, it's something toxic, but I say it just as a joke, I'm just like, shit, you guys know I'm not toxic, right? Shit, dude. Ego is really fucking hard to get rid of, dude. Almost impossible. That's the truth of it. Chanimal is the most chill Warlock ever. I don't really see Chanimal streams. I've seen, I guess he's not a Warlock really main, but the guy Cedo plays with, Mez. I've seen him play Warlock. I ran into him when he was playing Warlock, Warlock Holy Priest with me as Outlaw with Marissa Shami. And he's really chill. But like, I guess he's not really a Warlock player. If I had a mustache, I'd have an ego? Dude. I just felt like growing a mustache, so I was just like, fuck it, dude, I'll keep it. I didn't mean to be a toxic player, but Blizzard is a whole nother story. Every Warlock could tell you what bad things he thinks about Blizz and their imp as well. One of the nicest people ever, Chanimal? Dude, I should probably be people in his team sometimes then, huh? Because nice people, I feel like, are... I feel like there's plenty of nice people. It's just like, nice people are quiet, dude. Like, really chill, nice people are generally quiet. Like, usually somebody being super giga toxic, like everybody will talk about it. It's like remembering, like, it's like when you remember, you don't really remember good things that happen to you. You remember bad things that happen to you as easily. So I feel like when you have somebody who you had a bad impression of, you don't really, it doesn't really stick, it sticks in your mind better than someone who has had a good impression then. Like lots of my guildies are really chill. Lots of my guildies are really, really fucking cool. But easily what I remember, like somebody who was like snubbed me rather than like a guildie who did something nice for me or something. And it's just that's just the truth, dude. It is what it is. Snoopy's a great example. He's a wholesome Swedish meatball, and is super really fucking nice. I don't think that guy could hurt a fly. Like, unless is that a bad thing actually to say? Couldn't hurt a fly. He just seems way too nice, dude. I couldn't even see him angry, dude. I couldn't even see him, you know, on the ground beating some dude up or nothing, dude. I couldn't. It's just so nice of a dude. At least yeah. Call him Furman. I like the Swedish meatball, because I don't get to call too many of you guys Swedish meatballs. He's Swedish, so it's perfect. On another note, how bad is Havoc looking for PvP so far below defense and nerfs? Yeah, it's not a spec that I've really been focusing on, but I've heard that they're not as good anymore in PvP. They're like a B tier, not like an A tier. So they're not terrible. Actually, no, I heard a C tier as a PvP class. They relied really heavily on essences and corruptions. In terms of defenses, I don't think they're going to be... I think Demon Hunters might fall out of meta just a little. Get it? Fall out of meta? Because they literally just use meta all day. Haha. I think they might fall out of meta a little, but I think their damage is still going to be pretty up there, dude. It's hard to believe that Demon Hunters are going to end up being that bad, but defensive nerfs are pretty hefty. I feel like they're still going to have like 2s comps and 3s comps, but I don't think they're going to be like Demon Hunters now, just loaded with gushing wounds, reaping flames there, and just blasting you all day, dude. You know what I mean? Because I'd say right now, like, even if I won't say everybody in the mod is playing Demon Hunter, I'd say in PvP more people play Dust Warlock Demon Hunter. But Demon Hunters, like, if you run into one with full gushers, goddamn is it frustrating to play against, dude. There's just a lot of damage. I think they're still going to have a lot of dam, but they're going to be a little bit squishier. It also sucks because Demon Hunters too as a class, it's just there's so many things that just don't make sense about it. Like, Blizzard just needs to give them more baseline talents, in my opinion. I'm a warlock and I'm toxic as fell. That works out. Best Affliction warlock in my server, back on Affliction Arena. His nickname, due to his personality, was Kanye. Doing well. Yo, dude. Yo, Kanye, man. Okay. Like, old Kanye or like new Kanye? What are we talking about, right? Cause I'd say old Kanye was just like Taylor Swift kind of microphone moment, right? Or we talk about like new Kanye, who's just like, I don't really know what's going on, but he's doing his thing kind of deal. I don't hate Kanye. Have you ever applied for Blizzard ABC commentator? Can you even apply? I would love to if I could apply. Would like to see you as a commentator in those arenas. I think that'd be awesome, but I just don't know who to talk to apply. So honestly, I just kind of be doing my own thing, and just kind of hoping that. I don't know. I've been kind of hoping in the back of my mind, way in the back of my mind, like at the back of the shed, you know, in the corner of a dusty shelf or whatever. Like, I've been thinking, like, what if somebody in Blizzard just peeps my stream so that I'm like, whoa, he can talk and he can yell. And it's mildly entertaining. Hey, let me send him an email. You know, I'm kind of hoping maybe, but I'm not too worried about it either because I'm really enjoying what we're doing, though. You know what I mean? Both old and new Kanye were cocky as heck. True. But as one of the been in music is far more likable, charismatic. I feel like, yo, I'm fine if somebody's like a little cocky, dude. I think it's not a great trait, but it's not the worst trait I've ever seen. I feel like someone can be cocky and someone cannot be cocky, but like the question is, do they still have respect or not? You know what I mean? Kanye grinds, dude. I gotta give him respect. It's hard not to have respect for somebody who at least has a stand somewhere. Like, just stand for something. So even if you don't like him, I feel like, yeah, charismatic. Definitely charismatic. Even if you don't like him, I think you can admit, maybe. You'll watch the stream for sure. You're well known and popular. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. I mean, if I could somehow apply with AWC, I would love to chit chat with Blizzard because I think it would be a really cool opportunity, dude. I mean, I do these duels, and it'd be cool to transition that into like the esports kind of style, like at least in World of Warcraft, at least in the arenas, or maybe for MDIs. I think it would be really cool because I mean, I do WoW all the fucking time. Just everything has to do with WoW, and I just like things, you know. Cocky is fun as long as you don't lose grace and respect as well. Yeah. There's definitely like a fine line between like cocky and arrogant type of deal, but you know. Yeah, I feel you on that. This is beta. It's PTR pre-patch. I think we're done, by the way, guys. I think we're done. I know you're asking about duels. I think we're done for the night, though. This was super difficult to get a group together, but I think we had a lot of good games, though. I enjoyed the shit out of them. Veronica also wants Saras. Wait, what? Veronica versus Saras. Do you want to do 1v1? We haven't done a 1v1 in a while. Yo! Daedra! The one in 1v1 with Veronica, we'll do a 2v2 with dampener. With dampening, 20% dampening off the bat. 1v1, you versus them. How does that sound? You want to do it? We haven't done a 1v1 in so long, dude. We haven't done... If we want to, we can make it the dampener kind. I guess in 2v2 it'll be a dampener. Yeah, let's do dampening, because I know some classes like win on dampening or lose on dampening, but like having dampening start early, I think will at least give it a bit of like go rush type of deal. Is MM better than BM nowadays? I think MM is really strong right now, yeah. Is it better than BM? I think there's certain things BM is still better at, like mobility while moving. I think MM can net out better damage if you can stand still, but if you can't stand still, if there's a lot of movement, BM will still have a play in like raids and stuff. The only thing we need to do is PTR duels and ban the tank Zacic is super busted. Everything else is a great demo. Dude, that'd be great. If I could somehow, if you could have somehow control over, like when you set up the arena, right? And I can go into like settings and I can see which trinkets I can enable or disable. I can make it so I like disable the Zot trinket, disable all the tank trinkets. If you find something busted, disable it. So if someone does equip it, it just doesn't work. So you'll be like, yo, these are the trinkets, don't use them. And I can flash them at the very beginning of the arena. So we can have rules and like actually be able to enforce them and stuff. You know what I mean? I think it'd be kind of cool. Yo, we'll see if Deja says anything, dude. Wait, I actually have a matter on Discord. I can hit him up. Hold on. Okay, I'm asking Deja, seeing if he's there. Here's the control if you... Here's the control having those on trinket. When you see someone using it and listen to the rules, you have 4 other people on the team kill them. Like the paladin put a hit on. I guess that would work, but it's just I think that'll be a mess. Like, that'll be... I guess that would work okay, but it'll just be messy, I think. I think it would be... Like, my gut feeling, I feel like that would just cause a lot of drama. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe that's the way to do it. As arms were gonna have a higher skill ceiling. I think so, yeah. They have a lot more utility for them. We'll give Deja like 5 minutes. If Deja doesn't respond, we'll call it here, boys. My boy with the godlike mustache. I'm so flappy. I do my man. Hope you having a good one, my dude. The mustache is intact and still growing bigger and better than ever. Oh my god, dude. How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one, my dude. I am with Veronica. Okay. I got it. You're with Veronica. We just need Deja to see if he responds or not. Because maybe Deja's AFK. Maybe Deja walked away. I'm going to go for Saras. Oh, wait, Pink T-Rex, do you want to duel him? Is he ready? Wait, does he know? Does he know? Because if you're ready, if he is ready, dude, we'll do it. Mithra and Pink T-Rex. What you guys will have to do is everybody will have to leave. And only only Saras and Veronica get to stay in. Alrighty? Would you ever put a beard on the line for a duel? Not the mustache. A beard on the line. I guess it depends on the duel. Like, it has to be super special. It can't be just any duel. Sarah's a main group. Ooh. Okay. Is Sarah's ready, though? But is Sarah's ready, though? I need to know if Sarah's ready. Can watch from far away. So you can provide him any kind of buffs. It all depends on which class you are, Mithran and Pink T-Rex. I think a hunter doesn't provide any kind of buff, so if he wants to watch, I guess he's okay. If you're like a paladin, I guess you would need to make sure you have no auras or whatever. If you are a feral druid, I guess you need to make sure you're actually feral druid. I'm a DK. Okay, that's fine with me. Yeah, that's fine. Pink T-Rex, let me know if he's ready right now. He's ready, okay. I'm gonna do 2. It's a 2v2. It's gonna be dampener though, boys. There is gonna be dampening here, so healing is gonna be limited. But at least it speeds up the duels very, very quickly, doesn't it? Because normally dampening is super high up and it just takes forever. We're gonna have our boy Saras versus Veronica. Oh, okay, Veronica's apparently number 1. Oh, okay, I think I realized. So it goes from down up on this side. Do I have maybe the wrong key bindings? The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Team 1. Player 1, player 2. No, it doesn't. It's not wrong. Weird. Weird. But you're going to have a duel of Veronica versus Saras, Warlock versus Warrior, Arms versus Demonology. We got us a Saras ready to go. Wargren, as long as you're not giving him any kind of buffs, I guess you're fine. Veronica on the other side. Got himself whatever buffs he can, I guess. Dalaran, I don't think you can provide him any buffs. Yeah, you guys could watch them. But it's going to be Veronica with dampening, I think. At least I think those two should have dampening. Yep, dampening starts off the bat. It's going to be 21% of the opener. I guess 20% technically. Going to be a game with setting up for Saras. Veronica's at least giving him a bit of an auto duel. You do realize that there is a set amount of time for you. You are starting 20% dampening. All that healing you did last time. This is going to be less. This is going to be a big old sharpened blade coming out for Veronica into a reflect in case the succubus goes for a bit of CC. That goes in, that blaze from Saras, second bit of damage. Wall coming out for Saras immediately. I guess he's going to get all the pets into Veronica off the bat. Trying to get a Tyrant summoned up. Maybe Veronica goes for a Fear. Does land the Fear. The Tyrant is going to be in a Fear. Just kind of stupefied for a second, standing there. And Veronica got as much damage as good off of into Saras, but looks like it's going to be Saras bailing out of there. Veronica is stuck up here with all the pets. Doesn't reflect for the Tyrant. Trying to minimize the damage the Tyrant is doing to them. And so far, they're pretty good. Saras is going to be down on that big defensive charge by Veronica. Needs to maintain hamstring. Colossus Smash coming down. Mortal Coil does trick it out of him immediately. And maybe that could be the succubus CC for Veronica. Does have Berserker Rage. Does get himself a demonic circle ready. And that's going to be that gate where Veronica still just charging through. Saras needs to build up quite a bit of soul shards in order to be able to get himself a bit of damn. But looks like Saras might be in a bad spot though. That's going to be a gateway away from Veronica. Does get a report in there. Reflect available. Saras trinketing nothing. I'm not really sure what else you could use a trinket on, but that's going to be a trinket for nothing. Looks like Veronica is just looking to maybe land the execute on Saras. And what we'll do is we'll actually do a best out of 3 with that one, boys. How does that sound? We'll do a best out of 3 with that one. Let's do a best out of 3 there, man. Best out of 3. Let's go again. Go again. Best out of 3. That's fine with me. Saras, Veronica. Let's do it, boys. Best out of 3. Let me know when you guys are ready. Actually, do I still have you guys? Okay. Fuck. You might have to re-whisper me. Mithran and invite spectator match. Pink T-Rex and Mithran 2. Okay, I think I'm ready. Let me know when you guys are ready. Is it Horde EU? It's actually PTR, so this is both EU and NA. As long as you have PTR, there's only like one server in PTR. It's EU and NA you can play together in PTR. Everybody can play. Which I probably should have done a better job of letting everybody know like an hour before the stream. Like, yo, it's PTR. Everybody can play on NA on PTR. Bug? No. We got it. Saras is ready? Awesome. Send in the request. Bug. Okay, I guess it bugged. I literally just sent the request. Oh, Mugam Bala, boys. Have you ever considered putting a prize pool in these tournaments? Not really. I mean, at least for fun more than anything. I mean, I guess you could put prize tournaments, but how would you do the prizes? Because it's not really. I mean, it's a 5v5 1v1. Like, does the group win something? I guess it would be like technically the group would win something, right? But I don't really know. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't really know how that would work out. And I feel like that could also complicate and muddy things. Also, why is dampening starting at 30%? That is weird. But that's gonna be Saras on the. Oh, it looks straight up. Looks dampened like it's 30%. Is it like a way I can adjust dampening? Maybe. Is that something I did? I don't think I did. Weird. But that's going to be Saras on one side, Veronica on the other, ready to go at one another. Maybe it actually will reset. Back to 20, maybe? 20. Okay, so there's a bit of a bug. But that's going to be Veronica going uphill with Saras is at. Let him at least get a gateway down. So Saras is going to be a hell of a game for him here. As Veronica does have a lot of survivability as a warrior, dude. As an arms warrior, which we never... I feel like we never would have said that before ourselves. Arms warrior with a godly survivability, dude. I just don't think it'll work out. Normally, Gonna be a big colossal smash onto Saris. Veronica does go for a trinket. Interrupted Saris is trying to get a Vilephian up and running with a Blaze Storm to follow. It looks like Saris still has a lot of pets available. Jumping down maybe for a port. Is gonna get the port. Big leap for Veronica as he gets back up there. Saris goes for Mortal Coil. No way for Veronica to stop it. Summon Tyrant is gonna come out. No, landing the Fear Trinket into Summon Tyrant. Still gonna get the Tyrant off. No fear for the Tyrant. Stun onto Veronica. The Tyrant is gonna reflect some damage back to himself. Veronica goes to interrupt the Tyrant. So Saris should be able to get all the cast off that he wants to. It is going to dip down so the Tyrant doesn't get the most of him on the dam. Saris goes in for the Void Elf Rachel to get the hell away. So Veronica so far is just trying to play the tanky game, just trying to kind of outlast the enemy. There goes that Succubus you see with Hannah Goldans coming out for Saris. Should be able to get quite a bit of imps onto Veronica. There go the imps. I guess the imps have to still walk up and they'll still need to attack. But as long as they have land aside, I guess they're fine. Big charge for Veronica, gateway for Saris. Does Veronica have a leap? They do. Actually gonna separate him from the pets and into a Mortal Coil into Saris. Does get the damage reflected back to him. It's gonna be a Bioscourge Bombers. Veronica does get himself a bit of a defensive. Succubus getting resummoned completely. I guess Saris was trying to figure out where the Succubus was and does get it back. Has the gateway back up so he can't actually just get ports off of Veronica. Veronica, I mean, what else are they gonna do? Using the pest to actually charge to get back to Saris a little bit quicker. At this point, Shadow Fury does get interrupted, stun into Veronica. Does Saris have anything to follow on that? Hannah Gul'dan trying to make a play, and maybe in second Hell to Gul'dan trying to get a Vilephian. Lets the Vilephian through. Reflect available for Veronica. Doesn't need to interrupt Saris for a bit. In the execute range zone, I think it might be done and done unless Saris has something. It looks like the Arms Warrior is just nice little bout. Actually unbeatable against the Warlock. Wow, this is the first time we've seen Arms Warrior do that well. Well, there it is, boys, with that shield, board, and sword, but also mostly two-hand. There it is, man. Arms Warrior had a train update Victor Rush. Called Impending Victory. Yeah. Don't need to use it to kill to trait. Yeah, I feel it. Yeah, so it is a talent. It's a talent where they can get Impending Victory. That's a better version of Impending of Victory Rush. It gives you like a minimum amount of health back, and I think also more health depending on how much damage you took recently. And every time you kill someone, it resets, like Victory Rush. Arms Warrior keep healing like that at max level. I haven't really got to do any duels at level 60. There's just not enough of you guys on the beta to really get duels for 5 1v1s. You know what I mean? I think it'd be cool though. I think 30% healing reduction kills him. For the Warlock, maybe. Or maybe think the Warrior. Yeah, I mean, so it was 20% at the beginning and then it climbed up. But that's kind of like what happens when you do a 2v2 though. Like a 2v2, it starts the dampening like it's a 2v2. But I guess maybe if you have no dampening, no dampening of the opener, like if you do like a 5v5 style or a 3v3 style, then I mean the Warrior will also not get any kind of healing reduction. I feel like the dampening makes the duels go by faster though, but maybe for a Warlock it might be like, oh, I kind of need 5 minutes of no dampener. You know what I mean? Okay, Master Race is still in forever, dude. I'm gonna play some Arcane when that shit comes out in Shadowlands. It's gonna be so good. Arcane Mage looking like a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. If I'm going to grind Glad, should I go on Holy, Windwalker, or Arms for an easy push? Like in BFA or in Shadowlands? In BFA, I'd say maybe like Windwalker, maybe Arms Warrior. I feel like Arms Warrior might be a little bit easier. I feel like the damage it does is just a lot. And just kind of, the playstyle is pretty easy, I'd say. Or maybe easier. Oh, actually, no. Then Arms Warrior like, dude, we're the worst spec in 3v3s. We die so easily. Maybe Windwalker. Maybe Unholy. That's hard. I think all of them are really close to one another. In terms of like how good they are. As for like how easy one against the other, I don't know. In Shadowlands, yo, bro, we have no idea. Balance tuning haven't been done yet. I feel like if I tell you class right now, Blizzard is gonna balance tune something, and it's not gonna be the same. You know what I mean? Release October 26th, 27th. Yep, that's when the release happens. The Victor Rush combined with the Generational, gonna reroll Draenei, dude. It actually works out pretty well. The Draenei Racial as well as Victor Rush, it actually works out really, really well. I'm surprised. Really good for that 1v1. Yeah. I don't know what's actually going to be like top tier in Shadowlands. Like I've seen some dudes already make like Shadowlands PvP guides. I'm like, bro, the thing is still in the beta. Like, Do we have the final numbers and information? Like, I don't really know. This is what you make it a guide. I'm like I make guides, and I'm like, I probably should wait until, well, the thing releases, probably. I'll probably make a guide of, like, while we were in pre-patch, like, what's looking really good for a setup for rogues, like, where we are at in terms of the playstyles with Azeroths and whatever. Like, a quick pre-patch guide. A quick guide on, like, what people are playing right now that looks really strong, or whatever. Although I really do need to give them a go though. Like, what traits are actually good nowadays? I'm pretty sure there'll be some website that will sell stuff. Way too early for any guides. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, dude. Like they're making guides that are like, this is how you play this class, this. I mean, I guess technically most of the class abilities are set in stone, but as for like what does the most damage, people are like, with Shadow Priest we recommend this thing. I'm like, what if they nerf it? What if they nerf that ability? Then maybe this other ability might be better. You know, it's like one of those roles where it's just like, it's single target. And it's like, which one of these is best? They're like, we recommend this one. It's like, balancing hasn't even been done yet. Hello? It's way too early, dude. Way too early. AZM Star can leave? Yeah, no, we're done with them. We're done for the night. Yo, boys, thanks so much for coming by to the duels. Appreciate all of you. That was a lot of fun, man. It was took a little bit to get the groups together, but we got some great duels out of it, though, man. I enjoyed the shit out of these. I think we're gonna do more PTR duels next week. But I think tomorrow we're going back to the beta, back to hanging out in the good old beta, playing whatever the hell we feel like. I really do want to test out the row changes with Covenant abilities. I want to see if they're any good or not, dude. I want to see if there are any good whatsoever. See what the damage is looking like, because I think they might have adjusted a couple things on them, but I could be wrong on that one. But anyway, boys, thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see all you boys next stream. Alrighty, peace.